We are joined now by political commentator, Professor Herman Manyora in studio. Thank you so much for coming in, Prof. Now, we know it's a lot of speculation as to who the front runners are, but what we're running with now is Honorable Rigathi Gachagua and, of course, Senator Kindiki Kithure. When you look at these two individuals, why them? Why do you feel they are being fronted when it comes to running mate possibility?
Thank you, Victoria. I think first is that it's obvious Ruto has to go to Mount Kenya. So both of them come from Mount Kenya. Secondly, there has been talk about Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. So Kindiki comes to Mount Kenya East.
Right.
That's why his name would be there, if it is there. For Rigathi Gachagua, definitely is most high-profile general in the team. Nobody matches him from Mount Kenya, really. So that's why they are there.
From a situation or an issue that the deputy president said was simple, he's not losing sleep over it, to now snowball into a crisis of sorts.
Correct.
How did we get here?
Correct. That's why people are now wondering, and some of them laughing. There's been contradictions after contradiction. They said it was very easy, but the government has never been easy anywhere in the world. Government is about power, and getting power is not easy. Being in power itself is not easy. Maintaining power is not easy. So naming and running mate is part of that, is a part of getting power. And now he can see it is not what he thought. It's not a cup of tea. It's difficult.
Right.
And I think he has learned his lesson.
When you look at the individuals, now looking at Kindiki separately, him coming from the East, how can he mobilize the voting basket there?
In fact, if you asked me, I tweeted about 2-3 hours ago that nobody really is more qualified than Kindiki in that camp, honestly. If you look at age, right, education, right, experience, right, senator 2 terms, deputy speaker, leader of majority in Senate. This is wonderful, and he's an articulate guy. But where he comes from is not just Mount Kenya East. It is the peripheral part of Mount Kenya East. That will be Ruto's undoing. It will be a grave mistake, if you ask me. He will have made a big blunder. To what extent can Kindiki be a representative of Mount Kenya East, leave alone Mount Kenya as a whole? He doesn't come out as representative enough. And therefore, it will be a bad gamble, if you ask me.
And what about Rigathi? Because when you're thinking about the deputy president or the running mate, it's the president in waiting.
Correct.
So how do you view him in that space?
Of course, Rigathi is also not just anybody. He has been things in this country. He's educated, got his degree. He's worked with power. He was Uhuru's personal assistant for years. He's been things, in the public administration. Therefore, if he landed in the State House, there should be no problem. Rigathi will run the country without any problem. And his prominence really is only compromised by the fact that there is a Murang'a question. So it's not just Mount Kenya. It's Mount Kenya, but where? Now, if it is Mount Kenya West, the people of Murang'a feel they have not had it. Nyeri had Kibaki. Kiambu has had Uhuru and his father. And therefore, the Murang'a people are really looking forward. And that is the only reason why Rigathi may not be the right choice, just because of Murang'a.
You mentioned that Central Kenya is important for this election. Is it because two of the front runners come from there, or it really is a battleground for this election in general?
You see, it's important to both Raila and Ruto. For Ruto, that is his main vote basket. I mean, if for some reason you are to remove Mount Kenya, his campaign will collapse. In the Western society, then they'll call off the campaign or at least suspend it. Because, I mean, his main constituent is not Rift Valley. His home ground is not Rift Valley. So if he's playing a match, home ground will be central. So he needs it. And for Raila, unless you tamper with the votes in Rift Valley, in the Mount Kenya for Ruto, then you're also cooked. You must ensure that Ruto doesn't get the votes Jubilee got in 2017. That's the only way Raila can win. And that takes you right to the mountain. So for both candidates, Mount Kenya is critical.
All right, hold that thought, Prof. We'll be coming back to you as we continue to interrogate what this means for the August 9th general election. And national women leaders have added their voices. We'll be coming to that story a bit later on, but it has been rather a very interesting day and a long day for the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, as we've been talking here with Professor Manyora. An expected announcement by Deputy President William Ruto on his running mate is yet to materialize, an announcement that was to be made at around 10 a.m. on Saturday, proving to be an uphill task for Kenya Kwanza. Close to 12 hours later, no sign of white smoke from the DP's official Karen residence.
It's been 10 hours and counting. All eyes trained on the official residence of Deputy President William Ruto in Karen, Nairobi. An announcement on DP Ruto's running mate, expected at 10 a.m. on Saturday, failed to materialize. The first signs of what was styled as a major announcement became evident on Friday after former Senior Director of Digital Communications at State House, Dennis Itumbi, took to his social media page to send an alert. Deputy President William Ruto also confirming the announcement through his social media handles. Come Saturday morning, media houses dispatched crews to pitch tent at Ruto's current home in anticipation of the announcement of Kenya Kwanza's running mate. However, at 10 a.m., the DP's team announced that the exercise had been pushed to 1 p.m. In Madira constituency, where Rigathi Gachagua, one of the candidates for the position, hails from, excitement and anticipation quickly building. Much to their disappointment, the scheduled time was pushed forward with indications that the much-awaited announcement would be at 3 p.m. Nothing was forthcoming, and again, there were indications the announcement would happen at 5 p.m. 2 hours later, there was nothing forthcoming, and at the time of going on air at 7 p.m., there was still no sign of white smoke. At this time, tension which had been building in Madira burst into the open. Reports suggest that a dissatisfied Rigathi Gachagua remained adamant that he was at an equally good political standing to help Ruto achieve his dream of leading the nation. It is this stalemate that appears to be keeping the country waiting. Chimutai Gun, TV.
Now, the search for Deputy President William Ruto's running mate in the August State House race has proved to be an uphill task, despite his insistence that this week it was a simple issue that was not giving him sleepless nights. While settling on one among his loyal lieutenants and managing the disappointment of those who failed to clinch the deputy captain's slot in the Kenya Kwanza team is the twin issue in Ruto's hands tonight. And as Francis Gashuri reports, a competing political interests within the Kenya Kwanza Alliance and intense lobbying by MPs allied to Tharaka Nithi Senator Professor Kithure Kindiki against those in Madira MP Rigathi Gachagua's corner have led to the long days and nights in the search for Ruto's running mate.
What seemed like an easy task in picking Deputy President William Ruto's running mate in the August 9th presidential contest has turned into a day-long affair, with the country's second-in-command tasked with unlocking the stalemate, with 48 hours to the deadline issued by IEBC for presidential contenders to name their running mates. That task proving a sticking issue and nothing close to Ruto's assertion early this week.
The issue of the running mate is an important one, but that issue doesn't give us sleepless nights, because we are an alliance built on people issues, not on positions for leaders.
Sources disclosing that a meeting at Ruto's official residence in Karen on Thursday evening that trend late into the night was similar to an elimination process with 6 contestants in the race. Tharaka Nithi Senator Professor Kithure Kindiki, Mathira lawmaker Rigathi Gachagua, Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru, Kandara Member of Parliament Alice Wahome, Hakiharu counterpart Ndindi Nyoro, and National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi in the race for the deputy captain slot in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance team. By the time that meeting was adjourned, 4 contestants had fallen by the wayside: Muturi, Nyoro, Wahome and Waiguru failing to make the cut, reducing the running mate contest into a 2-horse race. Kindiki and Gachagua, both loyalists of the deputy president, today's meeting called to settle the running mate matter, proving a tough balancing act for Ruto. Wahome even taking to social media to wish Ruto divine intervention as he seeks to unlock the stalemate.
So our issue of the running mate is the easiest of the issues that are on our table. The issues that exercise our minds, the issues that give us sleepless nights, are the people issues.
Among the factors for Ruto to consider, according to sources in Karen, include political experience of the 2 main contestants, voting dynamics, should he opt for either Kindiki or Gachagua, their loyalty and ability to work together, particularly after the deputy president's fallout with President Uhuru Kenyatta, despite their rosy start in 2013 in what was dubbed the Uhuruto bromance.
I want to assure you that as Kenya Kwanza and as a candidate in the next general election, we will have our running mate forwarded to the IEBC before the deadline.
Presidential contenders have until close of business on Monday to submit names of their running mates to IEBC. Francis Gashuri, Citizen TV.
All right, we take a short break here on Citizen Weekend. Herman Manyora still in studio with me as we continue to unpack this issue of Deputy President William Ruto's running mate. Stay with us. Delays the announcement of his running mate.
Buy land and build it.
talk about the impending announcement for Deputy President William Ruto's running mate. There's been a lot of chatter. Of course, the top trends on Twitter were Karen, running mate, Ruto decides. Everyone's eyes were trained on what he was going to say today. That announcement has not come, which has people asking, was this a stunt of sorts? Did they not think that this was quite a serious exercise?
Well, they could have known it was serious, but they, like I said before, they thought it was a simple, straightforward thing. But like I've said, forming government, maintaining power, it's not easy.
Right.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not even easy when there is a clear path to power like in a kingdom. It's never been easy. You get it? And now Ruto is also beginning to learn power is about people and positions. He says positions are not important. They are important because how do you get power without people propping you and supporting you? And when you get in power, you realize you'll have to give those positions because to maintain power, you need the support of people, and also to deliver on whatever it is you want to deliver, you can only do it through people. So now they are learning a little too late that power requires people to put you there, requires people to maintain you there, requires people through whom you can deliver on your promises. So indeed, positions are important.
So if this impasse continues, do you see Ruto pulling a wild card?
Well, you see, people like Uhuru Kenyatta and I think Raila have also done it in the past. They just surprise everybody. You just do the most unlikely, yes.
So who would you see in terms of an unlikely choice?
If you see these two are causing a problem, Kindiki and Rigathi, you just get somebody. You can get Alice Wahome and put him there, or Justin Muturi. I mean, somebody who's not in contention. Or, yeah, so for long as they come from Mount Kenya, it's okay.
But remember, and I mentioned this earlier, the running mate is the president in waiting. And you're looking at that person through that lens,
yes.
Looking at loyalty, whether they'll be subordinate and, at least deputize the president in a fitting way. Do you see any of those individuals doing that? Yes and no.
No, first because people look at these people and say they are not quite of substance, most of the fellows. So like I've said before, that's why they settle on Kindiki and Rigathi. I mean, the whole pack. They look like people you can actually trust if they took power. And yes, because just about anybody, I'm telling you, can occupy that seat. Off camera, I told you about Sarah Palin and George Bush. And down south here, Samia Hassan. Just before Magufuli died, she was just another lady, cooking for her husband and being a low-profile vice president. Who knew her? Even we are neighbors. Even people tell that, but she's doing a good job. So sometimes people, when given a chance, they can prove people wrong and they can actually deliver. I believe in giving people a chance.
So if it boils down to, we go back to Rigathi or Kindiki, what does that mean for the Azimio camp?
For the Azimio camp, if they took Rigathi before Raila named his, it will mean Raila will really look at Mother Karua. Because then if you move out of central in any meaningful way, you'll suffer. So it has to be central. And that person would be Mother Karua. Again, you might want to play with the Muranga question. You get it? And that leaves you with Peter Kenneth and Sabina Chege. So one of those could be taken so that they are not just from Mount Kenya, but they are also from the Muranga region of central Kenya. If it's Kindiki, I think Azimio will smile, like I said before. They will really smile. Because they only need to get somebody from Mount Kenya, west. Because, I repeat, Tharaka Nithi cannot be said to be representative of Mount Kenya. Not even Mount Kenya itself. They made to themselves. Don't have much regard, unfortunately. But this is our country. Some stereotypes are there, and we live with them. They don't have much regard for the people of Tharaka Nithi. If your daughter got married and you are married, you look at her and ask, where have you gone? They have the saying that that's where Hang has gone to patch. Of course, things have changed. But these stereotypes, especially with the older generation, they take time to die. But basically, you take Kindiki, who is the most qualified. To me, much more qualified than Rigathi and anybody else by far in that camp. But you take him, you leave Mount Kenya West wide open for Uhuru Kenyatta.
There's been speculation as to whether this impasse at the DP's residence is really about his running mate, and some saying it's probably more about how the regions will have positions in the government should he be voted in. So, for instance, Western getting a certain percentage, Eastern, Coast region as well. Do you think that plays as a factor in terms of, what could be kind of meted out in terms of positions?
Yeah, it's possible because, you see, when these new people came in, beginning with Mudavadi and Wetangula,
right,
they began like sort of crowd the table for the Gikuyus who thought they were the main shareholders of this thing and that they will be in control of government. So people begin coming in. And you've seen the past 1 week or so, some of these new entrants have been promised things. You could see Mutua coming out with an agreement, holding it very dearly, promising. So I think it is possible that people of Mount Kenya could say, look here, wait for a moment. Beyond DP, what else do we get? I remember when NAC took power in 2002 and Kibaki formed government. He made Michael Omolo Kijana vice president, no ministry. Fred Gumo, Kangumo, he came out and said, no, we can't take this. The vice president must be given some executive portfolio. So maybe the people of Mount Kenya are arguing. We know that in the constitution, the DP doesn't have any functions. Now that you have dished these powers, these other functions and things to Mudavadi, Wetangula, and Kingi, and the rest, and maybe others still coming, we want to know clearly what is in this thing other than what could end up being a very, very shelly and hollow DP. It's possible.
You mentioned that really anyone can take that position, but I want to go back to the loyalty question, just given what's been happening between Ruto and Uhuru, and just how important it is to have someone who is loyal to you once you're brought in.
I have said this many times. Being somebody's deputy, there are three things. Number one is loyalty. Number two is loyalty. And number three is loyalty. Without which there can be no functional organization or a government. So you must be loyal. And that's why in many instances, if I ask you who's the vice president of Uganda, I'm sure you don't know. Maybe if you know because you are a journalist, but how many people would know?
Right.
We don't know. Look, people know there's a queen, but many people don't even know Prince Charles is the heir to the throne. And he's never near the throne. The prince just stays long enough to learn about what it is to be king or queen. You know, that kind of thing. So you remain in the shadows. It is your loyalty. Because if you look at the power dynamics and conflicts therein, two people cannot occupy the same space. So one must yield. And the deputy position is a yielding position.
Right.
It is not for lack of knowledge that the framers of this constitution left the deputy president without power. Because you give them some functions, you create some alternative center of power. And things can't work. So I tell people, you are made a running mate or to be a deputy president or a deputy governor so that you are like a spare tire, spare wheel. You cannot use the spare wheel unless one is either burst or punctured. This is how it is. So the main function of a deputy president is to wait, not hoping, of course, but we are human beings. You could even hope that something happened and you sit on that chair. There is nothing else, and don't show it.
Right.
Then you will sit on it. So whenever we have had cases like this, for example, there's a similar small, I don't remember who, in America, in a very slight way, but more prominently was in Malawi. It never works. The deputy president. And William Ruto himself, if he becomes president, will certainly not want William Ruto for deputy president.
All right, let's move on to some stories, other political happenings in the day before we finish up with Herman Manyora. And NARC Kenya leader Martha Karua has called on all those eyeing the Azimio One Kenya party running mate's position to remain steadfast and campaign for Azimio presidential aspirant Raila Odinga to the end, even if they are not picked. Karua's sentiments were echoed by Murang'a woman representative Sabina Chege, NARC leader Charity Ngilu, and Governor Hassan Joho, as well as former MP Peter Kenneth, who all attended interviews to be Raila's running mate. Stephen Leto reports from Mombasa.
The Azimio rally in Mkomani grounds, Mombasa County, turned to be a build-up to the naming of Odinga's deputy ahead of Monday deadline.
Let them all pass all this dirty remarks.
Calls were made to have all the 11 who showed interest in the Azimio running mate slot to remain loyal to the coalition party if not picked.
Zote wale tulitamani kuwa madepiti tuko nyuma ya baba, yule atakayechagua sisi tutaendelea na kazi. Hakuna mtu atatoroka. Sababu sio masilahi yetu, ni masilahi ya wananchi.
Na kwa sababu atakuwa akifanya announcement yake ya deputy president, mimi baba nataka kuhakikishia hivi, mimi kama Sabina, we will support your decision 100% bila pressure. We will not force you. Mimi kama msichana wako umenilea baba, na kwa hivyo ile decision yako tutashikana sisi wote, wale tulikuwa candidates wote. Ukichagua chaguo ni lako.
Three names in order of priority are already on Raila Odinga's table, with the Azimio chief expected to unveil one amid mounting pressure.
Hakuna mtu atakupatia condition. Without a condition, baba, be free to announce your deputy.
Tukiangalia walioko katika jukwaa, tuna Hassan Ali Joho. Nikiangalia kwenye jukwaa namwona Sabina Chegi, Peter Kenneth, mamangu Charity Ngilu, Martha Karua. Tunataka tutajie deputy president hapa. Wachana na wale wapuuzi wa kujaribu kututisha. Hatuuziwi uoga, my friend.
Tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8, rais ni Raila Mola Odinga. Na hawa baba, nataka nikwambie, mimi siko debe. Mimi safarini kampena tu ya Raila. Si namna hiyo? Mimi siko nini? Debe. Mimi ni kampena ya nani? Raila.
Odinga, while addressing the Mkomani rally, veered off the running mate debate and addressed himself to operations at the port of Mombasa.
Ndani ya siku hiyo 100 utendakazi wa bandari itakuwa imerudi hapa Mombasa. Sawa. Ndani ya siku hizo zote, ile mpango nimeongea juu yake ya maskini, ya kusaidia maskini itakuwa imeanza.
Odinga said single mothers will be prioritized in his government to ensure financial stability in their families.
Wale wa mama ambaye wana watoto lakini hawana mabwana, single parent mothers. Sawa. Si hata wako hapa. Hawa watapata msaada kutoka kwa serikali ya baba. Sawa. Manake watoto yao wanakuwa na shida, hata wao wanakuwa na shida. Sawa.
While the rally was underway, former Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko is seeking the Mombasa governor's seat on a Wiper ticket, had a rough time trying to access the stage.
Sisi watu wa Mombasa ni sura ya Kenya. Kila kabila iko hapa, kila dini iko hapa, kila mrengo uko hapa, na mtu yoyote anaeleta siasa hapa Mombasa ya kugawanya watu ashindwe na shetani. Ya pili,
Na yule angekuwa anataka kuongea na watu hapa, angekuja kwa heshima. Na nataka kusema kwa huyo mtu na simujui ni nani, shame on you.
Hatutadanganywa na wale ambao wanakuja kununua watu, wanaona watatudanganya na peremende. Hawataweza kutudanganya. Tutasimama na baba, kwa sababu baba amesema ataregesha uchumi, ataregesha bandari yetu.
Mombasa hii hatutokubali. Tuko tayari kuilinda kwa hali na mali lakini Mombasa haitogawanywa kwa misingi ya dini na kikabila. Mombasa ni ya wana Mombasa wote.
Azimio One Kenya presidential aspirant Raila Odinga has concluded his 4-day tour of the coast region, leaving behind a team that will continue to come through the coast region with an aim to come and ensure that it marshals enough numbers and push for a high voter turnout on election day. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV, Komani Grounds, Mombasa.
And national women leaders have added their voices to the calls for Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance presidential candidate Raila Odinga to nominate Martha Karua as his running mate. Led by nominated Senator Beth Mugo, the women leaders say time is ripe for women to lead the country, and based on Karua's experience in the political scene and other leadership positions, the NARC Kenya party leader is fit for the second-in-command title. They have challenged aspiring governors to pick women as their running mates.
After Beijing, I presented the motion of affirmative action in Parliament. And Right Honorable Raila Odinga seconded that motion. He had also brought a motion which also was about gender women. And now he has the opportunity to really realize, to make Kenya realize and himself to prove his commitment to affirmative action.
If Maendeleo 1960 went to the founding father in the ones of Mama Fibiasi to Kapenguria, and they bargained for 50-50, Namze promised we shall walk that journey. The first woman to go to Lancaster, Priscilla Abwa, was from Maendeleo. 70 years of Maendeleo, the greatest gift we can have is to have a deputy president.
Tanzania have a woman president. Kenya deserves this position now. If not yesterday, it's today. If the Kenyan men are truly love their women, they should consider, not even consider, give us the position.
Mother is a leader. Mother has led a party called NARC Kenya for many years, and you never heard of any infighting. Mother has been the minister for water. There were many things that happened around that time. Mother has been the minister for justice immediately after the Kibaki took over. You know what happened. Mother has been there. Mother has been there for women. Mother has been there for all of us.
And away from politics, the Nairobi Expressway is finally open for public use ahead of its official commissioning by President Uhuru Kenyatta in a few weeks' time. Speaking during the commissioning of the road ahead of the launch, Transport Cabinet Secretary James Macharia said at least 11,000 vehicles have so far been registered on the road, with about 7,000 having registered to use the electronic toll collection. Faisal Ahmed was at the trial run of the road and brings us the story.
After more than 2 years of construction, the 65 billion shilling, 27-kilometer 4-lane expressway is finally open to the public. According to Transport and Infrastructure Cabinet Secretary James Macharia, Kenyans are eager to use the road, with more than 10,000 motorists already registered with the Moja Express company to use the road.
As of yesterday, we had 11,000 Kenyans registered, and we are registering at a rate of 800 per day, which is a massive, if you like, interest. When we started this project, we did a census actually here at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to see how many vehicles were passing along the Mombasa Road. On one day, we counted about 40,000 vehicles, and this is what was creating jam along this corridor.
Now, according to Infrastructure Cabinet Secretary James Macharia, one of the reasons why they're conducting the test run is to make sure they get important information, part of which will help them in knowing how many users will be on the expressway.
Following the trial, we shall be counting how many vehicles every day are using the expressway. After the trial period, then we can be able to tell you, out of the 40,000 vehicles which go along this particular corridor, 20,000 30,000 will be using expressway.
Motorists expressed relief from the dreaded Mombasa Road traffic, stating that the new road is expected to exponentially reduce their travel time.
I'm sure I'll be using like 15 minutes. Yeah, so more than an hour. Yeah, especially using the highway continuously here chini. Tumia kama 45 minutes mpaka Mlolongo. Even longer times. It depends on the condition. Lakini maybe 20 minutes or even less.
Barabara itanisaidia to save time and also fuel. Because from here to Mombasa Road, at the River Junction, at the River Junction I used to take around maximum of an hour or 2 hours when there's traffic. Lakini saizi naona itani take 28 minutes, less than 30 minutes going there. Because there's no traffic, there's no roundabouts, and it's express. And I like it because it's faster.
Sis Macharia added that President Kenyatta will oversee the official launch of the road in the coming weeks. Faisal Ahmed, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
And construction of the 27-kilometer expressway from Mlolongo to Westlands, Nairobi, has caused interruptions along parts of Mombasa Road, Uhuru Highway and Wayaki Way. A Transport Cabinet Secretary James Macharia revealing that the government has set aside some 9 billion shillings for the rehabilitation and improvement of the old road. Hassan Mugambi with the details.
Parts of Mombasa Road, Uhuru Highway and Wayaki Way, referred to as the lower deck, bore the brunt of the construction of the 27.1-kilometer expressway. The pillars sometimes smack in the middle of what was the road, causing detours. The government now saying it will be dealt with.
Where we are doing work as a result of the damage of the old road, the contractor, of course, takes accountability for that.
Macharia revealing that a sum of 9 billion has been set aside for the rehabilitation and improvement of the old road.
We shall be putting a BRT, the bus rapid transit system. That is addition to what was there before. We are doing cycling, paths. We are doing pedestrian pathways. And so these are additional investments which we are doing.
Another area to be immediately addressed, the drainage system that failed the test of the rain just recently. With storm water being directed using these pipes down Mombasa Road, there is need to rehabilitate the current drainage system. A spot check revealing how much traffic jam was still rocking Mombasa Road with the contrast of a relatively empty expressway above. Hassan Mugambi, Citizen TV.
All right, and we're about to release Herman Manyora, who's been in studio with us as we've been talking about this whole running mate debacle, especially in the Kenya Kwanza camp. Before I let you go, your final thoughts, and tomorrow will be very critical. Monday midnight is the deadline, according to IEBC, for both sides or all sides to name running mates. But where do you see this going?
Of course, because of the requirement by IEBC, they will have to name running mate. Raila will do it. Ruto will do it. The deadline is Monday. They could do it earlier. I hope Ruto knows he has held the country on tender hooks, like they say. People have been waiting the whole day. Hope he does them a favor by naming the running mate tomorrow early enough before we see what comes from Kamkunji grounds. But finally, really, I think he has learned the lesson. Matters government are not easy, and they are not simple. They are not simple, and he has also learned you need people around you, and arranging these people is like a game of chess. On the chessboard, moving the pieces is not easy. I hope now he will go forward knowing that these things are not as simple as he thought.
All right. And of course, this will have huge implications on August 9th general election. Herman Manyora, thank you so much as always for your time. Let's take a short break here on Citizen Weekend. Much more ahead, including... Memusi Sankok, son of nominated MP David Sankok, laid to rest as forensic examination continues.
Buy land and build your dream home at Havana Estate Nakuru Phase 4, a gated community project located 15 minutes drive from Nakuru City off Nakuru Eldoret Highway. Own an 8-acre plot at 629,000 shillings only. Open day on Saturday 21st May. SMS plot to 20321 or call 0725 000 222.
Introducing a new way to earn cash every time you buy airtime. Simply dial *487*2#. Buy airtime, pay for electricity or water bills for you or someone else, and get paid papo hapo. Usinunue airtime na tokens bure tu. Earn instantly with *487*2#. Dial *487*2# now.
It's great when you come home late, tired after a long day at work, and have dinner sorted by Glovo. Hundreds of restaurants to choose from, easy ordering, and fast delivery. At the speed of your hunger. Download Glovo, order food, groceries, or anything you want. We'll deliver.
Nairobi Expressway is a game changer that is part of the government's broader efforts to decongest the Nairobi metropolitan area.
Hii nimekatia hii expressway itakuwa rahisi.
Find out how the 27-kilometer expressway has changed the face of Nairobi and the expected socio-economic impact.
It will attract more investors into the city of Nairobi.
Also, what motorists need to know and answers to frequently asked questions. This Sunday at 6:30 p.m. on Citizen TV.
Wakati defeat tastes just as sweet as victory. Ilara, part of every familia. Vile tunaipenda.
Rudisha machozi yako mahali pake, maana yeye yupo asitimize ahadi zake. Rudisha huzuni yako.
Zima na Gwanza Music Doctor. Unaweza kupata wimbo wangu wa machozi kama sikiza tuni yako. Unahitaji tu kubonyeza *812*783#. Kuweka wimbo wangu wa machozi kama sikiza tuni yako. Kumbuka, sikiza na Citizen ndio nyumbani kwa wasanii wote.
For the toilet. And red for the bathroom. Harpic Bathroom and Toilet Cleaner cleans and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses.
The confidence in a woman is her hair. Take your look from 0 to 100 with Abby's Lace Wig. For original human hair at affordable prices, visit us today at After 40 Hotel Building Basement along Biashara Street or call us on 0796 212105. Delivery is countrywide. More beauty, more love.
Welcome to Abby's.
And do you have any question for us?
How juicy.
Juicy. Niko fiti maze niko fiti majamana mabenti wako fiti. Juicy fruit, juicy.
All right, welcome back. Now, the price of super petrol has, for the first time, crossed the 150 shilling mark. A litre of super petrol in Nairobi retailing at 150 shillings and 12 cents in the latest price review by the Energy Regulatory Authority, IPRA, which saw a litre of super petrol, diesel and kerosene all go up by 5 shillings and 50 cents. Now, a litre of super petrol will retail at 150 shillings and 12 cents, diesel at 131 shillings and 2 cents, and kerosene at 118 shillings and 94 cents. In Mombasa, the products will retail at 147 and 86 shillings and 86 cents, 128 shillings and 76 cents, and 116 shillings and 69 cents for petrol, diesel, and kerosene, respectively. In Nakuru, the products will retail at 149 shillings and 64 cents, 130 shillings and 83 cents, and 118 shillings and 79 cents for petrol, diesel, and kerosene, respectively. Kisumu residents will part with 150 shillings and 53 cents, 131 shillings and 80 cents, and 119 shillings and 66 cents for petrol, diesel, and kerosene. The government has nevertheless continued to utilize the fuel subsidy to cushion Kenyans from a greater spike in fuel costs. For instance, in the cycle between May 15th and June 14th, the price stabilization mechanism has subsidized 26 shillings and 35 cents on the cost of super petrol, 43 shillings and 94 cents for diesel, and 50 shillings and 32 cents for kerosene. Without the subsidy, petrol would cost 176 shillings and 47 cents, while diesel would cost 174 shillings and 94 cents and 169 shillings and 26 cents, respectively. And Memusi Sankok, son to nominated Member of Parliament David Sankok, has been laid to rest at the family home in Njare Ngiro, Narok County. Calls for the speedy conclusion of forensic analysis dominated the funeral service. Local leaders and friends joined the family in paying their last respects to Memusi. He died on the 2nd of May and is reported to have committed suicide. However, for the past 11 days, detectives have tried to piece together what caused the 15-year-old boy's death. The family members have eulogized Memusi.
Nimepewa nafasi ya kufanya kazi hiyo, kwamba waelewe ya kwamba familia wako katika majonzi, na wanapofanya kazi yao, wanapotoa habari katika television na katika vyombo vya habari, wajue kwanza familia wako na majonzi. Thibitisho vile unaona ya kwamba nchi yote ya Kenya inalia na wewe. Rais Deputy President mwenyewe ameona message yake ya kwamba ametuma, na hiyo ni thibitisho ya kwamba nchi yote inasimama na wewe.
From His Excellency the Deputy President, Honorable William Samoei Ruto, to the family, friends of the late Memusi Sankok, I wish to extend my condolences to the Sankok family on the loss of your son Memusi Sankok.
And the Kenya National Examinations Council, or NEC, has released results for Oriwo Boys High School in Homa Bay County after a 3-week period of having the 2021 KCSE results withheld and examined. Celebrations rocked the learning institution on the announcement as students cheered the sterling performance by last year's candidates. 521 candidates out of the total 549 who sat their exams scored C+ and above. The school posted a mean score of 8.2, even as all 549 candidates scored a C- and above. Oriwo Boys Deputy Principal Morkayas Ogembo says the management of the school is happy that they have been cleared.
Finally shown the whole world that the candidates of Oriwo 2021 did the examination well, and releasing this result is an indication that finally they have concluded that investigation and they have not found any fault with our candidates of 2021. If not, then this result could not have been there.
All right, and we are heading into our last break here on Citizen Weekend. Sports news is coming up next. Mukami Wambora is standing by with the latest. What can we expect in sports? I know a lot has been on what is going on in Karen, but there's a lot more happening in news.
Yes. Today, the new head coach for the Kenya Sevens was unveiled, as well as the team. So we'll be talking about all of that after this.
Fantastic. Team Kenya's co-captain Wamira picks bronze medal in 200 meters final.
Buy land and build your dream home at Havana Estate Nakuru Phase 4, a gated community project located 15 minutes drive from Nakuru City off Nakuru Eldoret Highway. Own an 8-acre plot at 629,000 shillings only. Open day on Saturday, 21st May. SMS plot to 20321 or call 0725 000 222.
Collect fare kwa boda au matatu ukitumia ViewPay cashless na uqualify for bima ya 100,000 shillings pamoja na medical cover ya 20k na permanent disability cover ya 100k kwa 5 bob pekee. Dial *236# today to start using ViewPay cashless.
Je, maumivu ya kichwa na kukosesha amani? Kaluma Strong hutuliza maumivu ya kichwa, maumivu ya mwili na hata huondoa joto jingi mwilini. Kaluma Strong ina aspirin kama kiungo. Maumivu yakizidi, muone daktari.
Welcome to BimaTap Comprehensive Cover kutoka Direct Line. Sasa unaweza kupata comprehensive cover for your motor vehicle valid for 30 days. Kupata BimaTap Comprehensive Cover, bonyeza *487#, chagua BimaTap Comprehensive menu na ufuate maagizo. Utapata bima yako mara tu utakapomaliza kufanya malipo. Collect your sticker at your nearest Total service station. Bonyeza *487# upate comprehensive au third party cover au bima boda for your motorbike valid for 30 days. BimaTap kutoka Direct Line. Direct Line, every day is sure.
And do you have any question for us?
How juicy.
Juicy. Niko fiti maze niko fiti majama na mabenti wako fiti. Juicy.
It's uncommon to find discounted meals in your local restaurants. Food delivery apps, however, offer discounts every once in a while to encourage more purchases.
It's great when you come home late and have dinner sorted by Glovo. Hundreds of restaurants and fast delivery. Download Glovo and order anything you want. We'll deliver.
Boresha maisha na bima. Kifo ni lazima, japo haitabiriki. Pata bima ya matanga ili kuepuka wasiwasi wa michango isiyo na maana unapompoteza mpendwa wako. Bima hii husimamia gharama zilizohusiana na matanga. Pata bima ili kuhakikisha yote yatakuwa sawa. Linda biashara yako.
What do you say we give you a big welcome, huh, pretty boy?
Reggae music make you dance and reggae music make you smile. I've been skanking to the rhythm from I was a little child.
Lipa na Kadi too. It's safe, convenient and chop. Simply use your normal COP ATM card that's already in your wallet to pay for fuel, shopping and your meals at the restaurant.
From Ukraine to South Sudan and even Ethiopia, political and social conflict continues to threaten democracy and the very existence of the human race. It is in this light that Mount Kenya University will hold the second International Conference on Peace, Security and Social Enterprise from 18th to 20th May 2022 at the Mwai Kibaki Convention Center, Thika. The theme of the conference is the role of universities, public and private sectors in peace building for socio-economic development.
One, two, three.
Sasa pata smartphone mpya ya Tecno Spark 7 kupitia lipa mdogo mdogo. Piga *544*5 kuona kama unafaulu kujiunga na mpango wa lipa mdogo mdogo kutoka Safaricom.
Mwelekeo ni internet. Usisege nyuma tu, mwelekeo ni internet. Lipa mdogo mdogo, mwelekeo ni internet. Ni wewe Bwana, ni wewe. Ni wewe Bwana, ni wewe. Ni wewe Bwana, ni wewe. Ni wewe Bwana.
Hamjambo wa Kenya. Sasa unaweza pata wimbo huu kama sikiza tune yako. Ni rahisi sana. Bonyeza *811 *446#. Kumbuka, sikiza na Citizen. Ndio nyumbani kwa wasanii wote.
Sunday's Hot Games on Shabiki.com. It's double Sunday. Tuna double deposit zako leo na every Sunday only on Shabiki.com. Kuwa Shabiki. Strictly not for persons under the age of 18. Betting can be addictive. Play responsibly. Shabiki.com is authorized and regulated by the BCLB. License number 305. Shabiki.com.
Welcome back to Citizen Weekend. My name is Mukami Wambora. Let's get straight in today's sports. British Damien McGrath was this morning unveiled as the new head coach of Kenya Rugby Sevens. Days after he was announced as the new tactician to take over the team, McGrath was unveiled during the naming of Shuja's squad for the Toulouse and London legs of the World Rugby Sevens series. McGrath joins the team with 30 years experience, having led Germany's Sevens team to victory at the World Rugby Challenger Series in Chile in 2020 and leading the Canada Sevens team to the cup title at the 2017 Singapore Sevens. McGrath will be assisted by Kevin Wambua as they oversee Shuja's transition over a period of experienced players to new blood.
Right, we do have... We're just as big and just as fast as everybody in the world. Our skills maybe have just dropped a little bit, and my specialism is skills, and I'll try and help to lift that side. But I'm confident that, you know, with the self-belief we have, we will over the next few months you'll see an improvement in performances.
For the guys who have been given a chance, the guys who are making their debut, I hope they are going to have a good run, and we are going to get better results from the previous tours.
Team Kenya co-captain Beryl Wamira won her second medal at the Deaflympic Games in Brazil, picking a bronze medal in the 200 meters final. Wamira finished third behind Pamela Losange, who won gold, and Oceana Brown, who picked silver. All top seven finished within 0.23 seconds of each other. Wamira's time of 25.20 seconds was only 0.30 seconds faster than Delia Gard of Germany. Wamira says she will still run the 200 meters at the next Deaflympic Games in Japan.
So when I started the race, I was hoping to get the second position because I'd seen that the lady from France was very good and I knew she was going to get the gold. So I was really hoping for the silver, but I have an injury. So I tried, but almost at the finish line, I got beat. So bronze is better than nothing, and I'm thankful to God for that.
On the same track, Kenya picked another bronze medal in the 4x100 meters women's final. The Kenyan team of Beryl Wamira, Anzanzi Nyondo, Rael Wamira, and Lynette Fwamba finished third in 51.15 seconds. The first change over of the baton was the main undoing for Team Kenya, but they recovered well to finish third. Ukraine finished first in 48.96 seconds, ahead of Team USA, who timed 50.25 seconds. We stick with athletics, where the 2022 Diamond League season kicked off last night in Doha, Qatar, and World Under-20 800 meters champion Noah Kibet announced his entry at the big stage when he chalked victory in the 2-lap race. Kenya's second victory saw World Indoor 1500 meters bronze medalist Abel Kipsang continue his fine form as he held off world champion Timothy Cheruiyot to storm to victory.
Arop often likes to get out hard. The big, tall Canadian. So Sawinski has set out quickly. Nobody chasing too much yet. Well, you'll have to look hard to see Donovan Brazier, because he was right at the back. He can just get through there. Then Arop. Brazier just looks a little bit challenged for pace at the moment, and Arop looking strong around the outside. The big Canadian giving chase to the Kenyan. Kibet's leading it. Ball finishing quickly as well. But it's Kibet who's stolen a march on all of the big names here. And Kibet has got a 2-3 meter lead and is going away here. They're not going to catch him unless he ties up terribly. But Kibet looked as though he's going to hang on. Ball's going to finish quickly. Will take second place from Arop. It's a big, big win for Kibet. Here we go. Men's 1500 meters. Kipsang just letting Lemmy slot in behind him. Brilliant time. The second fastest ever at altitude in Nairobi last week. Timothy Cheruiyot knows all about him. Well, they're making this look hard work, and it's all because of the wind. And at this sort of pace, you'd normally be expecting them to really be picking up and kicking hard. And these three are pulling away from everybody else. But it's Kipsang still in the front, and he's the one who's decided, yep, you're going to have to come past me. He's been there all the way long, and Cheruiyot has backed himself to outkick him in the home straight. Doesn't look as though Lemmy's got anything to offer. It's Kipsang against Cheruiyot. Who's going to be strong enough? Over the last 50 metres, Kipsang still got it at the moment, and he's going to take the win. Kipsang gets it from Cheruiyot, then Lemmy, then Kajal.
Let's cross over to London, Wembley Stadium to be specific. Liverpool kept alive hopes of an unprecedented quadruple as Konstantinos Tsimikas struck a sudden death penalty winner to earn the Reds a 6-5 victory over Chelsea in the FA Cup final.
We played it, so in the end, Alonso was... He's at the post, whether Alisson got a touch to it, but Mane marks out his run, and it's saved by Edouard Mendy. He came up with the save. Here he goes, and it's saved by Alisson. That unfortunate period goes on for this very gifted young player. Tsimikas, poor Liverpool, and wins it for Liverpool. A nerveless penalty, no wonder he's off and running. They win the FA Cup at the expense of Chelsea. And just like in the League Cup, in the final here in February, they've done it via a penalty shootout. A domestic double, their quadruple is still on.
And finally, Hurricanes produced an incredible second-half comeback to beat Waratahs 22-18 in a thrilling Super Rugby Pacific clash in Sydney.
Feed of Warren Bossiato, and again they got a penalty advantage to New South Wales. Raboni, Warren Bossiato powers through. Takes it on well. Sevilla lets him grab those metres and then muscles up. Warren Bossiato over the top for Gamble. Gamble for Parisi. Easy Parisi cutting infield and getting away. A miracle ball. Blackwell. Sevilla rips the ball away for Mafaleo. Penalty advantage for the Canes. Away it goes to Julian Sevilla. Everyone's bunched. The Hurricanes looking to go in front. They do so. Is it Adi Sevilla? Yeah, of course it is.
Well, that's it for the day's sports. And interestingly, Victoria Ubadiri, the Deaflympics come to an end today in Brazil, but Kenya's done quite well.
Which is very encouraging. I mean, I wasn't surprised. Kenya always performs really well, especially in athletics. So
Exactly.
Awesome. So that does it for Citizen Weekend. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Victoria Rubadiri.
I'm Mukami Wambora. Stay with Citizen TV. One Love is up next.
Dear Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for your blessings and your grace. Thank you for being with me on the highest mountain and in the lowest valley. Help me to love you more and trust you and the plans you have for my life. In Jesus' name, amen.
Dial *811 *401# to get Thank You, Lord.
Vitamin C helps to reduce hyperpigmentation, dark spots and marks, revealing beautiful, even-toned skin.
Whatever your skin tone, stop dark spots with Garnier Even and Matte Vitamin C Dark Spot Corrector.
By Garnier, naturally.
Najua mavijana wengine huko Kosovo naweza watuma hata wampelekee hizo salamu zako za heri jema.
Do you know if Alvaro fell in love again?
Did he mention it or anything?
I'm very observant.
Grab Ushindi dishwashing paste or liquid today and enjoy effortless mirror-like clean and shine that's gentle on your hands. Available in lemon and orange. Ushindi, shine the brightest.
1, 2, 3.
What's that?
I brought you a small bonus.
Bonus for what?
You got us 299 family dinners, 64 kisses on the cheek, 12 road trips to see grandma, 42 jokes from daddy, 49 laughs from mommy.
In over 60 years of dealing with numbers, we've learned that the numbers that matter the most to you are the ones that matter the most to us. NCBA Bank. Go for it.
But I know that meat looks tender, but maybe not so much when your chest is burning. Remember what happened the last time? Hey, dude, you don't listen, man. Are you testing yourself? I tried looking out for you, bro. Hey, you see now? How's the heartburn? Look now, it's burning.
Do not hold back in any situation. Eno gets to work on the 6 symptoms of heartburn fast.
What? You do know you said all of that out loud, right?
If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
Hi there, my name is George Washuri, CEO Optiven, and I'm here to bring you good news about the great Oasis Nanyuki. Optiven, we are saying bigger is better. You are able to purchase 5 acres, 1 acre, and we are also developing as Optiven the greatest family entertainment center, the GMC. We have a huge, massive community ground. We have provision for police posts. Don't miss out. Just call us right now on 0790 300 300.
Je, maumivu ya kichwa na kukosesha amani? Kaluma Strong hutuliza maumivu ya kichwa, maumivu ya mwili na hata huondoa joto jingi mwilini. Kaluma Strong ina aspirin kama kiungo. Maumivu yakizidi, muone daktari.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm very fine. I'm going to Shabikrat.
How is it over there?
We know you want to roll with the big boys. It does not take much. With 20 bob, play the Shabiki Jackpot Mbao, the easiest jackpot in Kenya. Correctly predict 13 games to win 20 million bob. Enjoy big bonuses from 10 correct predictions. Place your Shabiki Jackpot Mbao bet today. Ni Mbao tu.
Strictly not for persons under the age of 18. Betting can be addictive. Play responsibly. Shabiki.com is authorized and regulated by the BCLB. License number 305.
Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Recall Bob Marley, who's been fighting for our rights. Recall Rodney Price, he's been fighting for our rights. Recall Bernie Spear, recall Culture Joseph Phil, recall Miss Lou Fitzroy, they've been fighting for our rights. Recall them. Recall them. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights.
Never been a follow fashion monkey, born as a leader. No follow trend neither people, I don't need that. In fact, you probably catch me by the ocean side. Spirit not the deepest point to clear my mind. In with the positive, burn out the negative line. Catch me treading through the streets of Kenya. Yo, what up, massive? You don't know this is Junior Morgan. And right now you listen to DJ Phone. Keep it locked, you don't know.
I don't want you to jump out and tell you who run things. Phone a DJ run things. Remember that. Move for your phone a DJ.
Never been a follow fashion monkey, born as a leader. No follow trend neither people. I know me that. In fact, you probably catch me by the ocean side. Steering at the deepest point to clear my mind. In with the positive, but not the negative vibes. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going far, far away from the past. Yeah. Going like a nomad with my backpack. Here I go. Catch me treading through the streets of Babylon. Catch me treading, even if I'm me one alone. Catch me treading through the streets of Babylon. Treading, even if I'm me one alone.
Bully for things my weakness. Negative thoughts and unpure heart I play with like a sickness. Now the youth them have a hit list for every stall and most business. Helicopters are circle round the area like a frisbee. Unsolved mystery, my dog can't find picnic. Message in the music is the only way to fix it. I say word sound power lift your hand up if you're with me. Now go make them trick quick out but now repeat the history. I say word. What them I go do when you come? From far, for we ancestor, yes, and them for stars to the star. How nowadays the mute ya wants to the bar. A nation where so sweet it just a get so bizarre. Be deep, look good and then you might spot the stars. Some go bleach it out, now this a get too far. They want to worship possessions, house and car. No, me not go wrong because of me and Jaja Bar. I say, whoa, when them I go do and Jaja come.
Time I met her, I pursued her, so she pick her up quick on the radar. I told her if I hold her, she could rest her head on my shoulder. So gently she whispered, she said my request is registered. She said she wanna Johnny, right now she woulda marry me. My love is on fire, can't cool, can't quench. Fire, my little heart just a melt. Fire, fire brigade can't help. I feel something that I have never felt. Fire, and so them can't get it out.
Begin from OJ. Your mouth I go put you in a problem. I said your mouth I go put you in a problem. Yeah, you are the boss. Let's see it. You are the
dance all night again. Roping, come on and tune in.
K-Sleen.
I miss a riding, cause this a rhythm is vital. Dixie, come on and bite in. I miss a roping, cause this a rhythm is vital. Dance all night, I dance all night again. I miss a dance all night.
K-Sleen.
Dance all night again. Roping, come on and tune in. I miss a riding, cause this a rhythm is vital. Dixie, come on and bite in. I miss a ropey, cause this a rhythm is item. And it's a cool try to make life on your own. Remember that Jah just by your side.
K-Sling.
But I was a soul who was lost, and my life was in dismay. For among evil forces in which I played, guns and ammunition were my chosen way of life. With God-fearing people I chose to strive. For all of the lives that are taken, they can never be replaced. But still Jaja chose to remember my face. Though I never lived like he wanted, I'm still mindful of what he taught me. So now I beg and plead, I'm on my bending knees. God, Father, you rescued me. I've got the scars to show. I daily made it along life's road. Cause when my life got dark, he was the only spark. He was the light at the end of the road. When I was a young boy, growing up in Augustown, we ate from the same pot. We were irons all around. From Gola to Colorado, from Rockers to Jungle 12 Tire, Bryce Hill to Dread Heights and River, all around. And then the football ground became a battlefield, and my life seemed so surreal. People were falling all around, but Jah helped me to stand my ground. Only Jah would have helped me to stand my ground. Though I never lived like he wanted, I was mindful of what he taught me. So now I beg and plead, I'm on my bending knee. Cause Father, you rescued me, and I've got the scars to show. Barely made it along life's road. Cause when my life got dark, he was the only spark, the light at the end of the road.
I said if we never
K-Sling. DJ K-Sling on Facebook and Instagram.
It's a pity you already have a wife, and me don't have a man in my life. Good boy, it is a pity. I say it is a pity you already have your wife, and me have a one man in my life. Good boy, it is a pity. I woulda liked one of these mornings to wake up and find your face on a pillow lying right next to mine. I woulda cut out the party and the smoking and the rum and bust that extra wine and make we see the person. Well, every time I fantasize, me see your lips, me see your eyes, your trigger finger do something that left the rude girl hypnotized. For you it's just a thing, just another little fling. But for me this is heaven and the angel them a sing. It's a pity you already have a wife, and me don't have a man in my life. Oh boy, it is a pity. I say it is such a pity you already have a wife, and me have a one man in my life. Oh boy, it is a pity.
The sun is fading away. That's the end of the day. As the June light.
Welcome to Citizen TV's One Love. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Aito Talia, your night nurse. Hoping you had yourself a great week from wherever it is that you are tuned into the show from. Asante Sana for joining us. Head over to Facebook, your One Love Citizen TV, on Twitter and Instagram. It is at One Love CTV. Use the hashtag One Love. If there's a tune you feel like you need to listen to tonight, please let us know, as of course you tag us everywhere on social media. We've got an amazing show lined up for you tonight, so keep it right here and don't move.
As the June light turns to moonlight, I'll be on my way. nice and loud. As for June light turns to moonlight, I'll be on my way. They were right, I was wrong. True love did it nice and loud. As for June light turns to moonlight, I'll be on my way. Stuck on you, I've got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way. And the way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you till the end. Guess I'm on my way. Mighty glad to stay.
DJ K-Sleen on Facebook and Instagram.
Stuck on you, I've been a fool too long. I guess it's time for me to come home. Guess I'm on my way. So hard to see that a woman like you can wait around for a man like me. Guess I'm on my way. I'm mighty glad to
try your best just to make it quick. Come and tend to the sick. Cause there must be something she can do. This heart is broken in two. Tell her it's a case of emergency. There's a patient by the name of Courtney. Night. Only you alone can quench this thirst. My night nurse. Oh God. Young girl. All the pain is getting worse. In love. Dreadlocks. Oh, young little girl says she loved her natty dread. She loved her natty dreadlocks gone to bed. Young little girl says she loved her natty dread. She loved her natty dreadlocks gone to bed. She can't let her mommy know, and she can't tell her daddy so. Oh, cause they would be so mad, and they would be so sad. Hey, I love her, whoa. And she love I, yeah. Oh, I love her, yeah. And she love I, whoa. Yes, I am. Ooh, I met a girl this morning. She was love at first sight. Ooh, I met a girl this morning, and she was beauty to my eyes. I asked her where she from, she tell me in the topics. She asked me what's my name, I tell her I am Courtney. And I said, girl, tell me what's your name, and she tell me that her name is Jamaica. And I said, smile, girl, smile. Smile for me, Jamaica. And I said, smile, girl, smile. Ooh, Lord, smile for me, Jamaica. And never you cry, here am I. Yeah, I'm here for you, Jamaica. And dry your eyes, girl, smile. Smile for me, Jamaica. Lord, 1 in a million. 1 in a million, girl. And I will never ever give you up for another. I'll never ever give you up for another. You should know that you're 1 in a million. 1 in a million, girl. And I will never ever give you up for another. I'll never ever give you up for another. Alright then, hey. Come on, Danita, smile. Come on, Danita, smile. Come on, Danita, smile. Come on, Danita, smile. Silly watch, yeah. Come on, Danita, smile. Come on, Danita, smile.
red on the Rasta man a pillar. She's just a sweet killer. Can't put back a foot in at the Rasta man a villa. She's just a sweet killer. Me one day for she kill up Jacob Miller. She's just a sweet killer, yeah. Sweet killer, yeah. Don't get tricked by your looks, I know she talking Oh, she smiles, I know she walking She will make you be a dreaming at the park, Drift away with a
Introducing a new way to earn cash every time you buy airtime. Simply dial *487*2#. Buy airtime, pay for electricity or water bills for you or someone else, and get paid papo hapo. Usinunue airtime na tokens bure bure tu. Earn instantly with *487*2#. Dial *487*2# now. Mwelekeo ni internet na Neon Ray Pro. Piga *544*5# kuona kama unafaulu kujiunga na mpango wa lipa mdogo mdogo kutoka Safaricom.
Wacha hata nikupewe mwenye ujione. Wow!
Mwelekeo ni internet na Neon Ray Pro.
Mwelekeo ni internet. Lipa mdogo mdogo. Mwelekeo ni internet.
From the award-winning director and producer of Sarafina, Nairobi Performing Arts Studio brings you Ngugi wa Thiong'o and Ngugi wa Mirie's epic play, I Will Marry When I Want. I'll Marry When I Want comes to the Kenya National Theatre from the 12th to the 29th of May. Tickets available from View Tickets *487#.
How long has it been since independence? And what do we have to show for it?
In partnership with Royal Media Services.
Sunday's Hot Games on Shabiki.com. It's double Sunday. Tuna double deposit zako leo na every Sunday only on Shabiki.com. Kuwa Shabiki. Strictly not for persons under the age of 18. Betting can be addictive. Play responsibly. Shabiki.com is authorized and regulated by the BCLB. License number 305.
Shabiki.com.
In the spirit of Kenyanness, we have come together to help our brothers and sisters affected by drought. Join us by dialing *126# to donate bonga points, cash or food, and lift one another in oneness. Pamoja tuungane.
Hamjambo watazamaji, kwa majina ni Kelsey Kirubo. Ukitaka kupata atatenda kama sikiza tune yako, bonyeza *811*339#. Kumbuka, sikiza na Citizen ni nyumbani kwa wasanii wote.
DJ Kesslin, MC Dobro alongside. Check him, me say.
Rocky rocker from Zion.
So my people out there gotta sing. Are you
ready?
Right, ready to
rock.
What we do?
We are the rockers from Zion every coast.
Yes, now we say
ready to rock.
Yes, this is Alpha Blondie. Check it. I miss it. What's in it? Oh, I say
Coco.
One in is in my rasta.
Coco.
I say Coco ring. Oh, we say
Coco. It's Coco the Rasta. Somebody is working out.
I say
sound system.
Another. Check it.
Until we find our way to move on.
Yes, imagine this. Our love for each other.
We'll have to.
Yes, I take a story mingi. Kwa nini?
Oh, yeah.
Tell them this.
You better take warning. No time to lose. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Missy? What happened? It started from? I see.
It's a third world slaughter. Heading for the west frontier. Yeah.
Because
until we find our way to leave the west.
Yes, mapenzi yetu. Our love for each other
must be the strongest.
Wapi?
So much doctrine, so much opinion. Oh yes.
Yes, big up Jim outside.
But it's one job, one glory, the highest region. So watch the Middle East.
It start from. It's nice and easy to play right now. Check it.
Heading for the west frontier. Yeah.
Oh, DJ Kislim, tell him
if you wanna catch a groove,
he gonna press the gun and die.
I said just rock and come in, you know said the vibe is right.
Yes, right now, what we talking about?
So you queen, I tell yourself loud the machine tonight.
Me say
cause it's a funky reggae party and we feel the vibe.
Can you imagine? Yeah. I see.
It's a long time.
What's in the dance like
this?
I mean say
it's a long time. I ain't a groove like this.
Lakini leo ni sato. What you say?
Yeah.
Atini yeah oh yeah oh. Me say
yeah oh yeah oh yeah oh yeah oh.
What's up? I say
yeah oh yeah oh yeah oh.
Give me some more. I say
yeah oh yeah oh.
It's big up everybody tuning in. Nice and easy right now. Check it.
Skin up your teeth with eye and you don't like it.
Rasta man, imagine
Jacob say we in a
tenement yard. Yes, wana kulamba kisogo. Check it.
Licky
Ati lamba
Su Ema Baxter
Wambie
Licky
What's up?
Lamba
Ati
Su Ema Baxter
Ati ni wati aji. Yes, reggae music so nice. We play right now. DJ Kislin, MC DJ Dobra alongside. What we talking about? Ateni
Kislin.
Skanking, grooving, and the brilliant.
What's up?
Skanking, grooving.
Yes, Skiza.
Skanking.
What's up?
Grooving.
I think under
pressure. Yeah, skanking, grooving.
She dem mwanaume kuwa
under the pressures of your life and it tough.
Yes.
Now stay down, mama, time pick it up. No matter with the down full style, strictly up full vibe.
Skiza vizuri. Ati ma school fees na rent zimekuaga cheap. What's up?
When your best friends are gone and it's only you. Light up a split, turn up the music.
Tell them this. I see everybody wanna feel I
free. Forget your troubles and rock with me.
What's up?
You know feel a reggae music sweet.
Yeah, we love
skanking sweet. Everybody wanna feel like free. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know feel a reggae music sweet.
It's reggae music to another level we play right now.
Yeah.
MC DJ Dobra alongside. Check it.
You're looking for me in a reggae party, me the
Kwenye kona. Yeah.
Me have a drink in a me left and a me right and have a spliff of marijuana.
It's Coolie Bounce right now. We say
bassline jumping on the rhythm of the wine up and a dance.
Yes, Missy Ju story yako lakini.
Wine to the rhythm and later you know what coming after.
Yes, chapia mabeshe wambie.
I don't know about you, but
I'm talking about myself.
I live my life one way.
I and I, what we say?
All I wanna do every day is
tell them I wanna
smoke, drink, and love my girl to
some reggae music.
What? On the phone, tell her I'm coming up, so get ready. I got some weed and a bottle of booze.
Me say, all I wanna do is
smoke, drink, and love my girl
to some reggae.
It's been a long day, me just make G connection from California. And when me reach me touchdown, you know it hot like a sauna. And the taxi driver want to talk me here like me don't know about choir. So when me reach me yard, a big girl can say is what takes so long, yeah.
What you tell them is that now? I see.
I don't know about you,
but I know, bro.
I can only live my life one way.
Listen, tell them.
All I wanna do every day,
each and every day, every night. What's up?
Smoke, drink, and love my girl to some reggae.
I see.
All around the phone, tell her I'm coming up, so get ready.
Yes, reggae.
I got some weed and a bottle of booze.
Oh, oh, now. And you. Jaja. Oh,
cause when a boy love a girl and a girl love a boy,
Jaja blessing. No more.
Like I love you
and
you love me.
Jaja.
Well, it is almost loving you, my dear. It's my life priority. Just bless me with your smile. I love your simplicity. I'm dreaming of tomorrow, Finny.
Yes, big up Kolo, Mustafa Remy.
I will be the woman.
They do a zeal.
Satisfy your need. You can count on me. Those thick and thin supporting you do everything.
What's up?
When a man love a woman and a woman love a man, I judge a blessing. Like I love you.
I say,
and you love me.
I miss it.
I
went on a scene last night
to look for a woman to talk jalu.
And there she was
kwenye kona. What you tell her? At it.
The night was young.
It's so
I hold on to her hand.
What did she say? I said, kiss me, don't go.
Nobody spoil this your show.
Rotradics, I miss it. He know. Alisema, a little while.
No go, no spoil this your show.
I told her to one more time, miss it.
She said no, Bingy don't go. Touch me like you did before. Touch me when you really want.
I never promised you romance.
Listen, ladies, I never
said that I would get.
Because
and I'm not learning.
This time I gotta make a beautiful promise. Check it.
I never said I'd buy you ring.
I see.
I never promised you a thing. And I'm not turning.
This time,
but I would put no one above you.
Each and every day, every night.
And you will always know I care.
Oh, oi, oh, oi.
As long as you will let me love.
Yes, tell that beautiful lady.
I'll be there.
No matter what.
You ask me, could I love you more?
Yes, Makuto family, big up yourself.
Hey, Mr.
DJ Colo.
I know you got a lot.
Big up yourself out there. I say,
I wonder would you play one just for me? Hand this
same today. Won't be a kissling.
I wanna hear a song that say
how much I love my
baby. He just came back to me from far away.
Yes, I'm be a DJ, please play me
your love song.
I take. He play me
your love song.
Courtney.
I wanna just rock in the arms of my
imagine all night
long. Play me your love song.
Oh, oi.
Play me your love song. I wanna just rock in the arms of my baby all day long.
Cooler dance, cooler dance, cooler dance, cooler dance, cooler. Courtney, we know that.
I'm getting older.
I sing,
still we striving for better. And we not gonna stop till the battle is won and we get just
lucky if
you lose your stand.
Remember,
anyone will try to push you over.
Whopping, one being over and over. So what's up?
Lift up your head
and only cause one in it.
We know that we'll win the prize.
Yes, no matter what you say.
Lift up your head and hold it up high.
One in it.
We know that we'll win the prize.
Yes, it's DJ Kislin, MC Dobra alongside. What we say?
Me no remember where me get the loving from.
I miss nice. He back on me shoes, he back on me joints.
Nice.
What's up?
She touch me and she squeeze me, make me jump and rejoice.
I see.
Nice. Every night and day she give me singing.
Nice. Me say.
Wonder if the girl will give me the number and the mark.
I say.
Could have been the teacher from Douglas of Lamar. Could have been Michelle.
Yes, big up everybody watching us live from home. We love you all.
From me bunker, she's a me and all the part.
I think DJ.
The real megastar.
Me say.
The guy that talks the last day, I did take me fall. Right to the night of me and her.
Me no.
Remember where me get the loving from.
I see.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Could have been Susan, a nigga, nice. That's the positive vibrations in the air.
Yes, reggae music to another level we play right now. Representing Mombasa. Diani Ukuna. What's it?
I said 1, 2, Rasta is fast.
I think 2, 4.
I didn't keep it cool.
What we playing? Reggae music.
I said 1, 2, Rasta is passing through. I keep it cool. Yeah.
What's up?
Reggae music.
Me say.
Duty, just to create good music, so it can reach the world across those 7 seas. Yeah. Oh, it's the healing. No one can find this feeling.
Oh boy.
Now the world should know.
Yes, big up Maddox by Dr. Kashike Beza. What's up?
I said 1, 2, Rasta is fast.
I think 2, 4. What we playing?
Did you feel the crying of the people struggle every day? The young ones out there on the street, some already gone.
Yes, this is Antonio Cruz. Big vibe, check it.
Seem to care about
I say.
the money that you take, then deceive the people with your tricks. Now look what you create.
Oh, oi.
And now we all are paying for it because of your mistake. Leaders of the world, you don't care about
talking up. Yes, them leaders they talk about checking. I said.
Leaders of the world, start caring for the people. Oh no, yeah. I know that day's gonna come when things will go our way.
baby, what baby, what baby, what baby, what baby, what baby, what baby. It's nice and easy we play right now. This is One Love each and every Saturday. This is how it's done. Reggae music to another level. Yes, sir. What you say? I heard you said to me, imagine you wanna be my number uno. Me and you, please. Let's talk about it, sister. Courtney. Now the game has just begun. Yes, terms and condition. Listen. So if you wanna be my number one more time, I tell you, terms and condition. If you wanna be my number one, baby girl, let me know your future plans. I say, I heard you telling friends that you are my number one. But not yet, my little sister. Now the game has just begun. What are you saying? Whoa, speaking to all the ghetto, you love the that's gonna be nice, you know. You want the right, yes, straight from Kayola. What's wrong with Madari? I think I see me play right now. MC Bayo. Sema hivi. I think the politician and my gates never could in a biat. One me this is one in it. I say cheesing. MC Bayo talking up. There's a good in a biat. One me I go tell them. I say yes, DJ keep tricking the building. I say DJ Teddy. Yes, Kenny Susan. Amos Swangi. Mus OG. Jamaica come for the bumper, the rider, you know. Me not come a teacher. I say, if you want a man a preacher, the Babylon don't want to see the people living happy. Every time they come and say job, to be a vote and go make your last up yet. I know democracy pretender. You see them busy machine. Them driving biggie, but them a leave. Me say, goddamn biggie, belly see them on jelly. Yes, another bigger tune we play now. Check it. Frankie D, Sema.
Police a tell we fi put up the ganja, but we a tell them
man must smoke.
Police a tell we fi put up the ganja, but we a tell them
man must smoke.
K-Sleen.
You never sober, you never.
We never sober. Yes, we ever.
Yes, straight from Uganda we play right now. Check it, pure talents. I say.
Only ganja make the thing go skrrr, and the whole place fi shot like pop. Ganja make the thing go skrrr, and the whole place fi shot like pop. Only ganja make the thing go skrrr, and the whole place fi shot like pop. Ganja make the thing go skrrr, and the whole place fi shot like pop.
Sema
own petty, me not trust no man, me plant me own sense. Me get a big
yes, this is East African talent. Straight from Uganda. Frankie D there. We say
we never high, we never sober.
We never high,
we never sober.
Yes, my youth, we never sober.
Yes, we never.
Kwanene.
Only ganja make the thing go skrrr, and the whole place fi shot like pop. Ganja make the thing go skrrr, and the whole place fi shot like pop. Only ganja make the thing go skrrr, and the whole place fi shot like pop. Ganja make the thing go skrrr, and
Raising my hands, nodding my head now.
Jah is so good to me.
And I wave to the right, wave to the left now. Jah is so good to me. And I scream out, yeah, scream out, yeah. There is no doubt, yeah. Jah is so good to me.
I feel good when you're
It is your number one reggae and dancer show in the whole of Africa. One Love on your number one TV station, Citizen TV. I am your night nurse, Ito Talia. Hoping you are enjoying the show from wherever it is that you are. Amazing, amazing, amazing show. And I could not wait for tonight's Spotlight. Artist Spotlight is where we pick one artist for you. It could be an artist that you picked and told us, you know what, I love this artist. I want to know more about this artist. But this week we decided, you know what, this past Wednesday, it was 41 years since the passing of Robert Nesta Marley on the 11th of May. It's been 41 years. And right now, we're going to be celebrating him with his offsprings, all his children. He has a musical family, a musical legacy that's going to live for years and years to come. His grandchildren are also singing. His great-grandchildren will be doing the same. So on Artist Spotlight tonight, we have the Marleys.
Try and school you. We got a mind of our own, so go to hell if what you're thinking is not crying. Love will never leave us alone. Out in the darkness, you must come out to light. And could you be loved? Life is rocky, and you may stumble too. So while you point your finger, someone else is judging you. Ask your brother, man, could you be loved? Yeah, could you be loved? Could you be loved? Don't let them change you. Or even rearrange ya. Come on. We've got it. Oh, Exodus. Oh, yeah. Movement of the people, yeah. Oh, yeah. Exodus. Movement of the people. Before you touch her, let me tell you, many people will fight you down when you see your light. Let me tell you, if we're not wrong, yeah, but everything is alright. Well, we're gonna walk through these roads of creation with the generation, yeah, with the two great tribulations in this Exodus. Movement of the people. Oh, yeah. It is an Exodus. Movement of the people. Oh, yeah. Well, open your eyes and say Exodus. Ooh, movement of your people. We will say in the movement of your people. The movement of your people. This is the movement of your people. In the movement of your people. Everybody gonna move. Oh yeah. Long locks. Oh. Brother Lumsey. I've been in a position, the queen and set the pawn and start chant some like Decepticon. Anytime that I get somebody discovered, will I be attention with some long weapon? Night vision upon the attack mission, coalition of politician gets switch on. If you look in the base of the newly born of best man nutrition, suspicion, the what is of ambition, total destruction of the ignition, and the world still a fight over religion. Everyone have a right to a decision, superstition the people reflect upon, something right and I must suspect to conquer them lost, to the darkness beyond, persons get exit. They rabbi, so light to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from that bottomless pit, my end made strong by the hand of Jah Almighty. We forward in this generation. Triumphantly, won't you help me sing another song of freedom? It's all I'll ever have. Redemption song, redemption song. Oh, sing along with me, children. Wap, choo, wap, choo, wap. In every day night. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energies, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Hey, won't you help to sing? Oh yeah, another song of freedom. 'Cause all I will ever have, yeah. Redemption song, yeah. Redemption songs. The songs of freedom, yeah. Songs of freedom. Come on.
Collect fare kwa boda au matatu ukitumia ViewPay cashless na uqualify for bima ya 100,000 shillings pamoja na medical cover ya 20k na permanent disability cover ya 100k kwa 5 bob pekee. Dial *236# today to start using ViewPay cashless.
Najua mavijana wengine huko Kosovo naweza watuma hata wampelekee hizo salamu zako za heri jema.
Do you know if Alvaro fell in love again?
Did he mention it or anything?
I'm very observant.
Grab Ushindi dishwashing paste or liquid today and enjoy effortless mirror-like clean and shine that's gentle on your hands. Available in lemon and orange. Ushindi, shine the brightest.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm very fine. I'm going to Shabikrat.
How is it over there?
We know you want to roll with the big boys. It does not take much. With 20 bob, play the Shabiki Jackpot Mbao, the easiest jackpot in Kenya. Correctly predict 13 games to win 20 million bob. Enjoy big bonuses from 10 correct predictions. Place your Shabiki Jackpot Mbao bet today. Ni Mbao tu.
Strictly not for persons under the age of 18. Betting can be addictive. Play responsibly. Shabiki.com is authorized and regulated by the BCLB. License number 305.
Hakuna wa kufanana na Yesu. Hakuna wa kufanana na Yesu. Hakuna wa kufanana na Baba. Hakuna wa kufanana na Baba.
Hamjambo wa Kenya. Sasa unaweza pata wimbo huu kama sikiza tune yako. Ni rahisi. Bonyeza *811 *346 #. Kumbuka, Skiza na Citizen ndio nyumbani kwa wasanii wote.
It's nice and easy, we play right now. DJ Kingsy MC Dobra alongside. This is One Love. Each and every Saturday, tune in for beautiful reggae music to another level. We say,
to stop this cultural diffusion.
What's up?
Spreading fear and confusion.
Alright, son.
Making cloak and dagger wars.
Tell the days, he's in a bubble attack. Since we got the shock. What?
We need a double attack.
Set up.
Here comes the shark attack.
I say,
they've got all they need. Yet they turn their back.
It's the Wailers, nice and easy. You're listening to this. Checking. What say?
We need a double attack.
We say, it's in a bubble attack. We are the Sema. It's representing Coast Region.
You are my African queen.
Yes, ladies. Listen to this. What's
just like the sun,
imagine
light up the earth,
the light of my life. The way we do.
The only one
I never
see with a smile so bright.
Courtney,
just yesterday,
imagine you came around
my way,
but now
take my breath away with your astonishing beauty.
Mommy,
ooh, you gonna make a brother sing. No ordinary thing,
a supernatural thing.
Hey. Ooh, you are brighter than the moon.
Yes, to all the ladies out there, what I tell you? Well, you are my
African queen,
Makuto,
the girl of my dreams.
Imagine
you take me where I've ever been. Yeah. You make my heart go sing-a-ling-a-ling. You are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. I was in a tunnel.
What's up?
Couldn't see the light.
Talking about
every I look up,
I see the sky. Mm-hmm. Very clear.
Sometimes when I'm standing, it seems like I don't walk for miles.
Yes, we play like this.
My heart could be crying, dead in the middle of a smile.
Yes, cooler dance.
But then I climb the hills and so
we say mountains.
I hollered help cause I was lost. Then I felt the strong wind. The slow voice.
Yes, come on, choir. What we say? The storm is very clearly what?
I can see the sunshine.
What? I see
heaven.
Kila mtu. and set me free.
Natural beauty.
K-Sleen, DJ K-Sleen on Facebook and Instagram.
Never been someone shy.
Kwa nini?
Until I see you rise.
Macho peke yake.
Still I had to try.
Nikakubali nikasema ati.
Oh yes, let me get my words right and then approach.
Baby girl,
woman, I'll treat you like a man
is supposed to.
You'll never have to cry.
Yes, I will spoil you with money. Kwa nini?
I know everyone
can relate
to when they find a special someone.
Yes, ambia huyo mrembo Kenny.
She's royal.
Who you them?
So royal.
So please.
I want her in my life. I never know anyone.
I think.
So one of a kind. No.
Oh, I'm waiting.
For what?
On my baby.
Please.
He may be gone from my side for a while, but
yes,
I'm
still play right now. Checking. I say.
No, I'm waiting.
Oh.
On my baby.
Tafadhali.
No matter what I'm trying, no other guy can give me no better loving.
I'm missing.
He's giving me happiness, yes. Treats me like a princess
each and every night.
Some I couldn't give him no less.
Yes.
Then the good, better, and the best. Yes.
Tell them.
Time I put him to the test. Yes. And him not end up in a no mess. Yes. When he's with me, him not see the rest. Yes. The man ya deserve my respect.
So right now, what we say?
That's why I'm waiting.
For what?
On my baby.
Kwa nini?
He may be gone from my side for a while, but I'm not cheap.
Baby.
I'm waiting on my baby.
Yes, representing Coast Region, DJ K-Sleen, MC Dobra. Playing right now, checking. Baby girl,
you know you could be a candle.
Skiza,
I'm holding you so tight.
I'm easy.
You know you could have been a handle.
You be 40.
The way you swept me up my feet. You know you could have been
yes, lady, smile. I'm easy.
So sweet. You know you could have been some perfume.
So,
well, you could have been anything that you wanted to.
Hey, acting. The way you do things you do.
Alright.
The way you do things you do. I say,
as pretty as you are.
Yes, vile anafanya zile vitu. Kwa nini? Yes, Edward Zilla.
The way you stole my love. You know you could have been good. Now that I've lost everything to you.
Kwa nini?
You say you wanna start something new. And it's breaking my heart to leave.
Yes, this is Maxi Priest. Checking. I think.
But if you wanna leave,
we take good care.
You find a lot of nice things to wear. But then a lot of nice things turn bad out there.
What you tell her this?
Oh, baby, it's a wild and good.
Yes,
it's hard to get by.
It's like a
smile.
Maxi Priest looking up.
Oh, baby, it's a wild world.
Oh, oi.
As long as you remain like a child.
Show them some dance. Yes, for the loved ones out there, we play this for you. 1 million.
Girl, you are a queen to me.
And imagine what?
And I'm so proud that I'm your king.
Yes, each and every day, what you do to me?
You bring us this to
reality.
Yeah.
Because
and now we're shining like a star.
Baby girl. Yeah.
Boy, you are my king.
Yes, warembo sema hivi. Oi.
I'm so proud to be your queen.
What you do to my life?
You bring our dreams into reality.
Each and every time. What?
And now you are my shining
star. What? Yes, you
are.
So fanya hivi.
Sing together, play together.
Yes, also pray to the Most High together.
Ride the weather,
until love,
whatever.
Girl, we always gonna
face the time.
Love and high.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
What we say?
Our ship will stay afloat.
Girl, you are the queen to me, yes.
And I'm so proud that you're my king. Cooler dance, cooler dance, cooler dance, cooler dance, cooler dance. What baby, what baby, what baby, what baby. Yes, DJ Kislin, MC Dobra alongside. What we talking about?
In a Rastaman party.
What we do?
Chalice
talking about?
In a Rastaman party.
What we do? What we do? What we do? Roots and
Chalice.
Sema.
In Roots and Chalice.
In a Kwanga.
Rastaman party.
Yes, Chronics now play nice and easy. Check it.
Load up your cochino.
I say.
Me puffy then she puffy then you puffy so.
What's up?
Me massive them I wonder how me love it so. I might not drink no.
Leonie Sukugani, tell me this. Water, one love.
See Viva coming with the books buckle.
I say.
See Jamel him up forward with a grab body. Me take it from him and tell him don't get me none of these.
In a Rastaman party. What we do?
And chalice with it. Chalice with it.
I say.
In a Rastaman party. Chalice with it. And a roots with it.
Tuna Cola Roots and
Chalice. Sipping the Roots and Chalice. Oh, in a Rastaman party.
We say,
and chalice with it. And a roots with it. Welcome. Why?
That's an easy we play. I say
left and right, just so just a come. Left and right.
What's up?
Ooh yeah.
What me? I me say
here comes trouble.
Here comes the danger.
Sent by the Savior.
Welcome the Rasta youths.
I start recruit soldiers for Selassie army.
What you tell them? Here comes trouble, here comes the danger.
Welcome the Savior, welcome
the Rasta
youths. You're not for axes who at the general issue in a warning. Job people them a ball, said them tired of mediocre. Evil a go fall when we tried in Ethiopia. Believing from down, cause them life not easy. But
what's that they doing right now?
It's not an easy road.
Conservation.
Occupy the motherland. Calling all soldiers to kind each other land.
I say
creation. He writing a job plan, but chronics can't do it alone. So I'm recruiting soldiers coming from near and far by choose. Executing Selassie I works and be lost a far by true. And them say here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta youths. I'm gonna start recruit soldiers for Selassie I
am not a qualified physician, and I don't want to give this injection. I am not a qualified physician, and I don't want to give this injection. Dorothy is begging for trouble. She insists I should give her this needle. Darling, one thing you ought to know. Don't blame me for where the needle go. I push it in, she pulls it out. I push it back. She start to shout, Dr. Ringding, you're terrible. I can't stand the size of your needle.
K-Sleen, DJ K-Sleen on Facebook and Instagram.
I am not a qualified physician, and I don't want to give this injection. I am not a qualified physician, and I don't want to give this injection. Dorothy is begging for trouble. She insists I should give her this needle. Darling, one thing you ought to know. Don't blame me for where the needle go. I push it in, she pulls it out. I push it back. She start to shout,
K-Sleen.
I can't stand the size of your needle.
I don't want you to worry. No one
What's up? Yes, loved ones out there. We say big up everybody for watching. This is One Love Reggae Saturday. This is our DJ Kislin, MC DJ Dobra. In the meantime, my name is DJ Dobra. Also MC, you can find me on social media at MC DJ Dobra. In the meantime, I play each and every Thursday with DJ Banduki in Club Tandoori. Every Thursday we play One Love. On Saturday you find me in Club Brazuka Emos Mwangi. On Sunday, nice and easy we groove. In the meantime, man, DJ, tell us something.
Yeah, I go by the name DJ Kaislin, straight out of Mombasa, Bamburi, representing main plant. Yeah, shout out to watu wangu wa Bamburi by the way. Tukianza na Ras Waidaka, celebrating his birthday. Amefika 30th floor. Nataka kubiga boss wangu, boss Mturi. Shout out, without forgetting DJ Kalonji. Alafu kuna huyu DJ anaitwa DJ Isa Platinum. Shout out to yourself. So social media naitwa at DJ Kaislin at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Thank you so much for watching One Love. That's how we do it each and every Saturday. Let's go.
It's nice and easy we play right now. Check your music. Let's listen to good vibe reggae music to another level. DJ Kaislin, play some tune. Imagine when I say Nadi Nadi Gregory, I miss the rumors of Skiza. Lego the vibe Kwanini, and she don't understand. You see me flashing a quick rain time. Yes, season umbea. Wambie DJ Kisli amepata ganji. Akazisunda kwa so.
I keep a dancing to nice up the place. We buy up liquor and red off them face. Make man and man have money to spend. And all the youth them know me.
Yes, big up Giddy.
Rumors them spreading.
I say
ain't that a sense in me planting. But I'm a nutty daddy juggling.
I miss the rumors of war.
Rumors of war. No matter what kind of jewel me wear, call me pants, it no have no tear. True scars, a few hundred appear. I mean have money all through the year. I rumors them spreading. Ain't that a sense in me plant.
What we saying?
But I'm a daddy juggling. I feel rumors of war.
Yes, everybody watching, pick up yourself. It's Mama Tamira, Mama Brayo, Massive Victoria. Everybody say, I say, we got to be free. Come on in it. Just like these. Travel over London. See. Yes, this is Richie Spice, nice and easy. Check in. Come on in it. Just like these. Travel over London. See.
Travel this world, you never run, no why your fence. No burning one, no with no cruel intent. No what's the things of Babylon I invent. Me right now, little one, another day.
What you say?
Me shall free.
I think we got to be free. Come on in it.
Just like thee.
Travel over London.
See, my people shall free. We got to be free.
What's up?
Just like thee. Travel over London. See.
Yes, good vibe, good reggae we play.
There's no difference between you and me.
Right.
Not from the same race, but one family. You got to scratch what kind of blood do you see? Just say I for you and you for me.
Making and receiving payments has never been this easy. Introducing ViewPay Cashless. Unaweza collect fare bila hassle ukitumia ViewPay Cashless till number or taking a boda. ViewPay Cashless itakusort. Tembelea ViewPay Cashless agent karibu nawe to withdraw. Dial *236# today to start using ViewPay Cashless.
unajua najua mavijana wengine huko Kosovo naweza watuma hata wampelekee hizo salamu zako za heri jema.
Do you know if Alvaro fell in love again?
Did he mention it or anything?
I'm very observant.
Grab Ushindi dishwashing paste or liquid today and enjoy effortless mirror-like clean and shine that's gentle on your hands. Available in lemon and orange. Ushindi, shine the brightest.
Rudisha machozi yako mahali pake, maana yeye yupo asitimize ahadi zake. Rudisha huzuni yako.
Jima na Gwanzo Music Doctor. Unaweza kupata wimbo wangu wa machozi kama sikiza tuni yako. Unahitaji tu kubonyeza star 812 star 783 hash kuweka wimbo wangu wa machozi kama sikiza tuni yako. Kumbuka sikiza na Citizen ndio nyumbani kwa wasanii wote.
Rudisha machozi yako mahali pake.
Sunday's Hot Games on Shabiki.com. It's double Sunday. Tuna double deposit zako leo na every Sunday only on Shabiki.com.
Kuwa Shabiki. Strictly not for persons under the age of 18. Betting can be addictive. Play responsibly. Shabiki.com is authorized and regulated by the BCLB. License number 305.
Shabiki.com.
I would die for you, and that's why you're my. Moonlight lover, and when you walk alone with me, whoa, whoa, people say that our love isn't true, but to prove that it's true, I would die for you, and that's why you're my love. Mama moonlight love, me there you got for it, you love it, I come and I love. My love, mama moonlight love, ma. There is no love. Real man, you are my love. Come correct, the love of my time now, me can you got for it, 'cause you love it and I come and I.
I can't take it no more. Baby, if I walk out that door, you know I won't be. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Why you torturing me, baby, with your sad misery? You know I think it's time to let it end, girl. I can't take it no more. Baby, if I walk out that door, you know I won't be coming back again. No. Why you torturing me, baby, with your sad misery? You know I think it's time to let it end, girl. I don't know what you do every time.
Imagine
next to you.
I see you say
no, you say no.
I love what we say. Oh baby, you're rocking. Yes, dancehall music to another level. Sema kwa nini? Yes, yes, special dedication to Achich.
I don't know how she found out where I have been.
DJ Achich, Sema.
That to lose a love like hers would be a sin.
Yes, Molly Zavin. I think, are you really
gonna mash up with love life?
Need it. Number one. I say.
Little mistake.
What you say? I miss it.
Really gonna mash up with love life. Think it over, darling, give me a break.
Oh, oh.
Uko haje freshi barida. Kituna magongi.
Amise.
Freshi barida. Nataka kienyeji hako.
Freshi
barida. Hambia ex wangu niko.
Freshi
barida.
Sema.
Niko freshi barida. Okay. Freshi barida.
Yes, this is DJ Gascon. Alongside MC Dobra. What we saying? Mate.
A lifetime for one moment of weakness.
Yes, big up Maddox.
When the feelings I had for her were only love.
Yes, big up Shash Mamake.
Love and sweetness.
I say.
If you leave me now, another lover back.
Harrison family. I say.
You really gonna mash up with love life.
One being, I'm missing. Diggy. Yes, dancehall music to another level.
Are you really gonna mash up with love?
One love, good vibes. I say.
Darling, give me a break.
Yes, show us something.
Kile na bambam police wana ubaya demo wako bila hanjam na mimi na ubaya koseo ni handsome uskizo ni hekaya Felicia na Lisa hivyo ndo mimi niliwakwaya tulikuwa na Pamela
yes, DJ Katrai
na meza mara moja utagwaya anapigia sana flat tami hana tati akona kila kitu hanaga ni haya mtoto wangu akiitwa KU mtakata hakunaga masomo KU nimekataa unapeleka mtoi first year introduction baada ya wiki mbili ashajua introduction ndovu ni kuu tabidi wani juu basi weka mkono juu
yes haya
yes you ndovu ni kuu tabidi wani juu basi weka mkono juu yes you
sema let's Indian side atini yes right now
you're the only one that found my baby just play it straight.
Sema yes DJ Cascoin checking missing cooler dance what I'm missing
money at that school of that I say Martin Cash Money Wheeler Isaac's Bolt Jimmy Cliff
Mariam Kashike
first ever clean swagger vocal way that worldwide every girl I pray that when I say
we say
jungle Spanish town Grand Spend come on uptown downtown we retro we flag on me class to me belt yeah anyway you see me make us dead man
it is Citizen TV's One Love. I am your nightness. I told Talia, thank you very much for joining us. Kennedy Chalo na kucheki hapo hivyo. I see Moha Gaddafi tuned in. Kimathi Felix, I also see you. One Man Oluoch also tuned in to the show. Kevo Devoke kama kawaida on the timeline. Peter na kucheki hapo hivyo. Mary Rasnesta also tuned in to the show. Linda, I see you loving the music. Isaac pia na kucheki hapo hivyo. Amos, thank you very much. Prince Vince, as always, on Twitter. Sergeant Henry Mbute pia na kucheki hapo hivyo. As we head on to your dancehall hour, let us know what you want to listen to. Right now is about that time where we get to dance and have a good time. You can check out the show on our YouTube channel, which is Citizen TV Kenya, and you can share that link with your friends and family from all over the world. If you missed out on the beginning of the show, you can still rewind and rewatch. Keep it right here as we check into that dancehall. This is One Love.
The gospel of truth we defend. Yo, then them say that we not relenting. Things are represented. The gospel of truth we defend. No.
Turn it up.
Yes, DJ Cascon, MC Dobra alongside. Nice and easy, we play some beautiful dancehall music.
The light of the world shine bright and chandelier.
What's up?
That by God, everything clear.
I see.
Bearing fruit, them the apple and the pear. I am anointed, oh yes, I am mighty.
Talking about
all the time, everything. Doing alright. No. All the time.
it. I say,
I missed a meal, but I'm alive. Thank you, Father. You stood by me, even when I didn't deserve your love. Yeah. And you're a guiding light in the corner against I and I.
Yes, this is dance thing.
Your love's so wrong.
On the floor.
From my head to my
Swamp Nation. I say,
I mean say,
I say,
oh yes, I'm thankful. Oh yes, I'm thankful. Whoa.
Cooler dancer.
I mean say, oh yes, I'm grateful.
What's up?
I tell you I'm grateful. Oh God, you bless me, bless me, bless me. You bless me, bless me, bless me. Oh God, you
bless me, bless me, bless me. Most high.
I can see all the goodness you bring. Oh God,
bless me, bless me. Yes, mapenzi ya Mungu.
Oh na 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 na. This is Shamil once again. Bless me.
Check it.
Asemi yangu na Kenya yako. Tusonge mbele na tuishi kwa amani, upendo na umoja. Yeah.
Sema
Kenya ni yangu na Kenya ni yako.
Yes, Kenya yetu.
Tusonge mbele na tuishi kwa amani, upendo na umoja.
Let me play right now. Check it. Dancing, come on.
Because united we stand and divided we fall. Still going strong.
DJ Danceball, what's talking about?
Bogi Genje, Sindo Bogi Genje. Tunasaka picha ya Kenyatta kwa Walenje. Bogi Genje, Sindo Bogi Genje. Tunataka sura ya Kenyatta kwa Walenje. Bogi Genje, Sindo Bogi Genje. Tunataka picha ya Kenyatta kwa Walenje. Bogi Genje, Sindo Bogi Genje. Tunataka sura ya Kenyatta kwa
Bandy bended, you feel bandy bended. And if you take it as a do, you slam it again. Bubble, till long, and a shower head. Bubble, till long, and a
Atene, underwater. Chini ya maji. Atene, chini ya maji. Chini ya maji.
Walkie on the teacher about I supposed to beat everybody in the street that does a
goody, creeper. People don't know that you sing your señorita walk up when you hear the beat.
What's up? You never move up your shoulder, move your foot, them like a roller, move your feet just like a creature, they know.
Do the gully creeper. Gully getting him on the hill, them getting steam on the dancing, getting sweet.
What we do? Gully creeper.
Overprend this pan a Sunday, uptown with the pan a Monday. One thing say, he done there.
Yes, elephant man.
As a beer dancers a come, they switching carpet on the ground, the D&G. Drop the bomb, they son up and the bus no come there.
Them ya dance, you better know them. Watch careful when I show them. Move your foot up and you throw them. As a roses have the flow them.
I go after you, so show them. Members say you walk it, grow them on the dancers. Them we dance and now them see the dance before them.
Mr. Walkie on the teacher about I supposed to beat everybody in the street that does a
do the gully creeper. People don't know that you sing your señorita walk up when you hear the beat. Right there.
You never move up your shoulder, move your foot them like a I want to them ice. Only good, make everybody wonder. Mr. Walkie on the teacher about I supposed to beat everybody in the street that does a
do the gully creeper. People don't know that you sing your señorita walk up when you hear the beat. Right there.
Only creeper. You never move up your shoulder, move your foot them like a roller, make up your feet just like a creature, they know.
Do the gully creeper. Gully getting him on the hill, them getting steam on the dancing, getting sweeter.
Gully creeper.
Overprend this pan a Sunday, uptown with the pan a Monday. One thing say, he done there, a fire leave the fun there. As a beer dancers a come, they switching carpet on the ground, the D&G. Drop the bomb, they son up and the bus no come there.
Them ya dance, you better know them. Watch careful when I show them. Move your foot up and you throw them. As a roses have the flow them.
I go after you, so show them. Members say you walk it, grow them on the dancers. Them we dance and now them see the dance before them.
Mr. Walkie on the teacher about I supposed to beat everybody in the street that does a
do the gully creeper. People don't know that you sing your señorita walk up when you hear the beat. Right there.
You never move up your shoulder, move your foot them like a roller, make up your feet just like a creature, they know.
Do the gully creeper. Gully getting him on the hill, them getting steam on the dancing, getting sweeter. Pick up the dance of nowadays, your way you find the brand new flavor. Shelly belly, blast, gold squatting on the river slavers. Walk it, set the trend for them, my the way of paper, all ice. Shoulda reach long time, and me back behavior.
Me the man, woman pick me and do it the way that dance sweet. Move your right foot, make your left repeat, make sure you lock the beat. When you walk with it, coulda in the club or on the beach.
If them even walk, we take it to them in the street.
No linger, no linger, no linger, no linger.
What's up?
No linger, no linger, no linger.
Yes, dance.
No linger, no linger, no linger, no linger.
I'm listening.
Dancing style all outdated like Tinga.
Don't
we show them fi do the no linger.
Swipe your foot to the right and up your finger.
No linger, no linger. Dancing style all outdated like Tinga. Come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the left and snap your finger. No linger. Everybody free up.
All the girl them way up as a fear wind down window. But man a dance we don't want it no hinder. Linda. Girl alone we want to know we when we a linger, so we step to Linda. Everybody a tweet. From the kids them to the dancers to the tough them in the street. Move your foot them to the left and to the right, nobody cheat. Watch your bunty them a mix the linger with the gully creep. Ding say Ellie, oh him so serious. No linger. Ding dang. No linger, no linger, no linger. What it is? No linger, no linger, no linger. No linger, no linger, no linger, no linger, no linger, no linger. Them dancing style all outdated like tinga. Ding dang, come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the right and snap your finger. No linger, no linger. Them dancing style all outdated like tinga. Come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the left and snap your finger. No linger. Everybody linger. All the girl them we a pass off your wind down window. But man a dance we no want see no hinder. Girl alone we want to know we when we a linger, so we step to Linda. Everybody a tweet. From the kids them to the dancers to the tough them in the street. Move your foot them to the left and to the right, nobody cheat. Watch your bunty them a mix the linger with the gully creep. Ding say Ellie, oh him so serious when them dancing style all outdated like tinga. Ding dang, come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the right and snap your finger. No linger, no linger. Them dancing style all outdated like tinga. Come we show them fi do the no linger. Sweep your foot to the left and snap your finger. No linger. Everybody do the no linger. Dance and step up. So you do the no linger. With your foot them a stretch out. So you do the no linger. Uncle ding dong.
Never we sing. Oh, we sing.
Bigger look kula wa ajabi.
I sing.
Wa ajabi. Bigger look kula wa ajabi.
Bigger look
kula wa ajabi.
Kula dance, kula dance, kula dance, kula dance.
When you get the new clocks, the daddy.
What? I feel cooler than body no body.
You alone have the style, the daddy.
Liquid for England, have look up the daddy.
When you get the new clocks, the daddy.
We say,
which color that body no party. You alone have the style, the daddy.
Liquid for England, have look up the daddy.
Real bad man, no muggle in a shots.
Straight jeans, forgetful
pants. Everybody have the arms when me get my clocks. Everybody have the arms when me get my clocks. The leather hard,
I say
soft.
Toothbrush, you go see those fast.
Everybody have the arms
till I get my clocks.
Everybody have the arms
till I get my clocks. Eh? Atini dance kibamba. Yes. Yes, nice and easy. Play one love.
Ding dong. People like a man they will stand. You le please fire band. Oui ma aime femme. Hypocrite je t'étrangle. Hypocrite.
Atini dance kibamba.
You're listening to DJ Gascon.
Yes, nice and easy. We play for you. This is One Love Rig. Each and every Saturday, this is how it's done. In the meantime, I'm MC DJ Dobra on every social media. Right now, I have DJ Gascon up beside me. Let me tell me something.
Yeah, big up massive and crew manze. Watu wa home na filaje. Yeah. So, nataka kubig up hapa everyone mwenye ako stay tuned. Watu wana bring hii show ikwe live manze. Big up everyone. Big up the dancers. Alafu napiga shout out pale mtaani, napiga shout out to Mother Jo, Sash mamake. Alafu mpiga shout out to More Crew. Alafu Detail 2013, 2014. Alafu kila mtu wako hapa manze. One love na wabamba sana.
Yes, that's how we do it. That is DJ Gascon. In the meantime, tuko na dance crew mbili hapa kali sana. Wacha tuwasikie.
Yo, my people at home. Hapa hivi, wenye wamevaa red, wenye wamevaa red hapa hivi. We go by the name Dance Things Kenya. Tunatoka Limuru, we are located Limuru na pia Isili. Hapa Dance Things Kenya, tuko na Cecilia hapo hivyo, IG social media handles, tuko na Cecilia Jerry 6, tuko na I am Kevin Buru hapo hivyo, tuko na Salma Bulimu, tuko na Jini, big up to Mama Jini at Terry. Tuko na Captain Dancer na tunamalizia na Lil Chepi. So Dance Things Kenya utatupata pale Limuru na Isili. Big up, one love, more love.
Yes, nice and easy. Yes, in the right side tuko na dance crew ingine kali pia. Wacha watu ambie wanaitokana nani?
Check. We there. Yeah. We there. Yeah. Yo. We go by the name Swam Legends Dance Crew representing Swam Legends. I want to big up Kokosobo, leo hajatokea. I want to big up Talia Oyando. Our biggest fans Yvonne na kucheki. My mom, kila msee, ndio. We there. One love we there. Kabisa.
Yes, that is it. This is One Love. Now let's listen to some dancehall music from DJ Gascon. Play them a tune. Yes, sure. Dance What's up? Yes, feel the vibe. If you're tuning, I say big up yourself.
Ding ding dong. People like Amanda Wilson.
What song was Brazuka?
Please fire band. Oui ma MF.
Diane Ukunda.
Hypocrite shot it kang.
MC.
Fresh cafe banga. Tick tack. Fresh cafe banga.
MC Soja Pale Kejani.
Banga. Tick tack. Fresh cafe banga.
Big up Kisley.
Fresh cafe banga. Tick tack. Fresh cafe banga. Tick tack.
Rasmal in the building.
Fresh cafe banga.
Ready for burn up warning, some was split. Big up bad gal in a real life nothing.
Check it.
When the things start to come like a sprinter, hotter than lava anytime you run in winter.
Let me see how you a bad body flipping when you sit down on it, Jamie in a that. So me tell me, girl, let me see how you a bad body smoking on you, black it, Jamie in a that. You so mad, girl, when you body.
I'm just a one your body.
Let me see how you a bad body when you body.
Cooler dancer.
Love she get it good from she rise.
I see.
Put it on so good and make she shake up she ties. Smile on her face, me know she pleased with this eyes.
Shut up.
Me no ramp to make them girl you roll out them eyes.
I see.
Go down there, wine and go down there. Go down there, wine and go down there. Go down there, wine and
what's up?
Go down there.
Wine for your good makes sweat a drip off of me body, yeah. Oh, you full of crack and you can't keep up with me energy. What a epic like a pity, made it like your memory. Little bubble of it, treat it like a melody.
What you gonna do when there is nobody that do it better than this reggae guy? I can do this every
Yes, cooler dance Pale Kejani. What's up? Nice, is it?
Never you forget this is your mission. If take a girl man, you want be in a condition. And also take a sip and lose the inhibition. Cause when you dip in it, you start my ignition. See you swinging it and this is my ambition. We give you the little love, make you turn and twist. And we give you this beat, make you balance and grip on.
Go down there, wine and go down there.
I say go down there. Yes, pure dancehall we play right now. Check it. I say
Bossa wine, touch your toe.
Atini 6:30. The way you dancehall private show.
Oh, she a wine so.
They mark right now.
Kude.
Once a negative here.
Kude. Me want nobody there. Kude. Me want to take you away.
Yes, Vindez.
You make me happy say. Look there, go for ya. Real girl is them no play. Go for ya. Whining the girl them say.
David Arizona.
Right away, no delay.
What we say?
Wine up the express.
I say one, and don't stop. Can't see the one,
and don't stop. Girls for the wine, and don't stop. The way she a wine, she a whining lock.
Yes, dancehall music to another level. What?
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm very fine. I'm going to Shabikrat.
How is it over there?
We know you want to roll with the big boys. It does not take much. With 20 bob, play the Shabiki Jackpot Mbao, the easiest jackpot in Kenya. Correctly predict 13 games to win 20 million bob. Enjoy big bonuses from 10 correct predictions. Place your Shabiki Jackpot Mbao bet today. Ni Mbao tu.
Strictly not for persons under the age of 18. Betting can be addictive. Play responsibly. Shabiki.com is authorized and regulated by the BCLB. License number 305.
Introducing a new way to earn cash every time you buy airtime. Simply dial *487*2#. Buy airtime, pay for electricity or water bills for you or someone else, and get paid papo hapo. Usinunue airtime na tokens bure bure tu. Earn instantly with *487*2#. Dial *487*2# now.
Oh, my imagine.
It's always a beautiful and love-filled session every weekend on The Wedding Show.
Oh, I see your tears in the night.
lay it all on me. You built a wall inside.
So mark your calendars and allow me to share all these wonderful love stories with you.
Don't be afraid to show it. Let it rain upon me. I'll be here for you.
This happens every Sunday on The Wedding Show with me, Marion Kiso.
He said to me, the only thing that matters is what you believe.
Hamjambo wa Kenya. Sasa unaweza pata wimbo huu kama sikiza tune yako. Ni rahisi sana. Bonyeza *811 *446#. Kumbuka, sikiza na Citizen ndio nyumbani kwa wasanii wote.
It's the beginning of a new adventure. At the heart of the haciendas, Citizen TV presents a blazing and spicy telenovela, blended with power, revenge, and romance. La Desalmada, every Sunday to Wednesday at 10 p.m.
In the blue corner, coming in at a height suitable for him and some catchy lines like,
somebody say, oh my, what's crook-looking?
He's a heavyweight in the game, no doubt. In the red corner, he is tall, dark, and handsome. These two will be tag teaming to create a morning experience like no others. Let's get ready to rumble! On the Hot Breakfast Show, weekdays 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. with Jeff and Nick. Only on Hot 96.
I will sing a new song. I will dance. I will praise.
Jesus, you love me too much.
For joy comes in the morning. Join us every single morning, Monday to Saturday, for refreshing and uplifting praise and worship music. From 5 to 6 a.m. only on Citizen TV.
Kila Jumatatu hadi Ijumaa saa 11 jioni. Mchanganyiko wa utamaduni, mziki mtamu mno kutoka kwa magwiji wa mziki. Kila pembe ya nchi. Kali ni kali. Kila Jumatatu hadi Ijumaa saa 11 jioni.
Radio Ramogi, Cartoon Jaluo. Radio Ramogi.
Second of all, what we're really
looking for is to ensure that survivors are taken care of and that they can seek the treatment that they need. Because as we know, these types of injuries and these types of effects from this abuse are lifelong and very long-term and usually require quite intensive treatment, both physical and psychological. And many people don't actually have the financial resources to seek that treatment and to get the care that they need. You know, if these things were happening in a school or at home, there would be serious consequences almost immediately. But for some reason, when we put it in the context of a sport, and particularly gymnastics, we normalize it to such a degree that we've completely lost sight of the fact that this is child abuse. This is not coaching. This is just straight up child abuse.
You are now speaking out. You are now telling your story. I suspect many other gymnasts are going to be telling their stories as well. How does it feel to be speaking out? How does it feel to be taking ownership of your story?
It feels really empowering, and I'm really proud of all of the survivors who have started to come forward. It's not easy. There is still a significant culture of fear that has kept people silent for decades, and so I'm very encouraged that survivors are finally starting to find their voices, and I think it's through our collective voice together pushing for change that we're actually going to see good things come to this sport, and we're actually going to hopefully create a future for the next generation of gymnasts that is free from abuse.
Amelia Klein tweeted on Friday that she and the other gymnasts, quote, wouldn't be doing this if they didn't feel as though they had exhausted all other internal options or felt that the powers that be were going to do the right things to make this sport safe. The husband and wife coaching team that Amelia mentioned there is Vladimir and Svetlana Lashin. They are not named as defendants, but they are identified in the lawsuit pointing out that Vladimir Lashin actually was one of Canada's gymnastics coaches at the 2004 Olympics. The couple are believed to have left Canada, and they haven't replied to any of CNN's multiple attempts to contact them via email and Facebook. Gymnastics Canada says it is waiting to see the full details of the lawsuit, but did give us a statement saying, quote, although we have not been served, the allegations we have been made aware of in the claim describe behavior that is unacceptable in any sport environment, and we take them very seriously. As leaders in the sport of gymnastics within Canada, we are committed to providing a safe environment for members of our sport, free from all forms of maltreatment. And Gymnastics British Columbia, which would have overseen the gym in which Klein was training, said in a statement to its member clubs, quote, the allegations we have been made aware of are very serious and we take them as such. As leaders in gymnastics, we are committed to providing a safe environment for members of our sport. There is so much more to this story. You can read about it online at cnn.com/worldsport. I have written about the day Amelia finally quit and why the stories of these Canadian athletes are so similar to what has been happening in other gymnastics programs all around the world. We'll be right back.
All new African Voices Changemakers. Create opportunities. Impact communities. Transform lives. Meet chefs on a mission to elevate, celebrate, and share their culinary traditions.
We try to take guests on a journey. I'm trying to preserve my food culture.
African Voices Changemakers, only on CNN, in association with Glow.
A balanced diet is important at any age, but as we age, it can help to be more mindful of including certain nutrients in your diet. By your late teens, early 20s, you have up to 90% of peak bone mass, and calcium can help keep your bones healthy. Good sources of calcium are low-fat yogurt, kale, and broccoli. In your 30s and 40s, start thinking about adding more fiber to your diet. Soluble fiber helps lower cholesterol and regulates blood sugar. Now for adults 50 and older, focus on healthy fats. One study says replacing bad saturated trans fats with healthy unsaturated fats is linked with a 27% lower risk of dying. You can find unsaturated fats in seeds, nuts, avocados, and fatty fish like salmon.
potential breakthrough in treating coronavirus.
We've got very little help from the federal government.
Could all this spending lead to a bigger economic crisis? One of our viewers saw you last night on the show. She says she's going to pay your rent this month. Shut up. I want to go now to an incredible story of survival. Would you do it all again in terms of being a nurse, knowing that could put you at risk for this?
I want to help people more than I ever have.
Aaron Burnett out front on CNN.
Hey, welcome back. Novak Djokovic really hasn't played that much tennis this season, but he's managed to hit his stride just in time for next week's French Open. With his quarterfinal win at the Italian Open on Friday, he guaranteed that he'll be the #1 seed at Roland Garros in Paris, and on Saturday, he racked up the 1,000th win of his incredible career. With his dominant victory over the 23-year-old Norwegian Casper Ruud, the world #1 becomes just the 5th man in the Open era to make it to 1,000 wins, joining legends Jimmy Connors, Roger Federer, Ivan Lendl and Rafael Nadal. The Serbian has already won in Rome 5 times, and on Sunday he'll play his 4th straight final and his 12th overall in the Italian capital. Stefanos Tsitsipas will be on the other side of the net. The Greek star came from behind in the other semi-final to beat the Olympic champion Alexander Zverev in 3 sets. These two are becoming pretty big clay court rivals. This was their 3rd straight semi-final in the Masters Series event. Tsitsipas is now into the title match in Rome for the first time. Another day, another win for the Polish star Iga Świątek, who is looking more and more untouchable at the top of the world rankings. Saturday's straight sets win against Aryna Sabalenka put her into the Rome final, her 5th consecutive final in a win streak that now stands at 27 matches. Nobody has done anything like that since Serena Williams 7 years ago. And she's not just winning these matches, she is absolutely dominating them, losing just 1 set out of the last 41 that she has played. She'll be up against the in-form Ons Jabeur next. The Tunisian made history, remember, last week when she became the first African player to win a WTA 1000 tournament. Saturday, she had to save a match point against Daria Kasatkina before winning 6-4, 1-6, 7-5. She's now on an 11-match winning streak and leads the tour with 17 victories on clay this season. Tomorrow's final in Rome could be a classic. After the break, we'll talk about Erling Haaland's search for new shores in his brilliant football career. But in the meantime, here's our Rolex Minute with the latest news from SailGP.
The 3rd season of SailGP starts in Bermuda this weekend.
Reaching speeds of close to 100 kilometers an hour. Those are phenomenal speeds.
Best guys in the world, everyone's got the same equipment. I don't think it gets any more challenging than this.
The world's elite sailors will face 10 events across 9 countries, taking in some of the world's most evocative sailing locations, culminating with a grand final in San Francisco in May 2023. As well as new venues, there are new entrants as the arrival of Canada and Switzerland raises the number of national teams to 10. And Sir Ben Ainsley's Great Britain team is one of a roster of world-class crews looking to dethrone 2-time champions Australia. The fastest and most competitive global sailing championship begins in Bermuda on May 14th.
They're not pilots, although they know a thing or two about taming gravity with just the power of the wind. They're not scientists, although they're quite familiar with the physics of the elements, the mathematics of speed, and the chemistry on board. They're not pioneers, although they keep field testing the finest instruments craftsmanship can provide, and pushing the limits of an art that took 6,000 years to perfect. They're not dreamers, except for their profound belief that whoever doesn't fall can fly. Welcome to the SailGP Global Championship.
For the last 3 years, excitement really has been building around the Norwegian striker Erling Haaland. He's terrorised defences in Europe and in Germany, is now leaving Borussia Dortmund for Manchester City. To get some perspective on him and his future, I've been speaking with the former Tottenham goalie, Erik Thorstvedt. He was the first Norwegian to play in the Premier League, and he's been watching Haaland play ever since he was a little kid.
It's a massive transfer, of course. I mean, the transfer fee itself isn't that high, but the whole package, of course, is massive. And for him, he's been pretty good so far in his career on going to the right clubs. He's taking right steps all the way. And for him now to go to a super club is the right step. And there's not that many in that field, to be honest. Maybe just a handful of clubs, but and Man City just makes sense on all levels.
It's amazing to think that he's still only 21 and this is his third big club. What do you think he's going to bring to Manchester City?
Well, he's going to bring goals, of course, loads of them. But he also needs to sort of get into Pep's thinking, the way Man City play. He's not... There's others in that team who are better with skill, close control, that rotation when players are, moving around the pitch like this. He can do that, but not as well as the others. So he needs to be there in front of goal and just being fed. And he's a physical monster. He can run so fast. He's brutal physically. He can brush people off. But he needs to get to know the patterns that Man City work out from. And it's also fair to ask, how much better can Man City really get? I mean, can they really get that many more points in the Premier League? Can they really score that many more goals? I mean, they almost reach level. But I think there's still some margins to be gained. And obviously the big thing is the Champions League. If they win it next season with Erling in the team, obviously everybody's going to point to him. Last piece in the jigsaw puzzle, finally they got him and they got the trophy.
Yeah, you're right. That is the one thing that they so desperately crave. How do you think Erling's playing style, but also his personality, how is that going to mesh with Pep Guardiola as his manager, coach, mentor perhaps? Like, how is that relationship going to develop, do you think?
I think he really looks forward to working with Pep. He's a football genius, and I've heard players say that I learned more in 2 weeks under Pep than I learned for the rest of my career. And I think Erling is ambitious and he's eager and he wants to develop. Like, his heading wasn't that good. He's a big guy. He should be good in the air. But he really wasn't. But he's worked on it and he's developed it and scored more goals with his head this season than before. And also he's developing his assist skills, setting other people up. And he's got quite a few assists this season. So it's not just about brute force and just banging the goals in. There's more to it than that, but he can become a lot better than he is now. Obviously, he scores almost a goal on average per match. And maybe that's going to be difficult to uphold in the Premier League, which might be a little bit tougher. But that he will get a lot of goals and maybe even be the bookmaker's favourite for top goal scorer next season, I'm sure.
Clearly he's such a physical player, but there must be a lot more to his game than just that. What does his growth and development and success so far say about his personality and his drive? Where does he get that from?
Yeah, I mean, he's really driven, really ambitious. He's got his own coaches working